Hello everybody and welcome to Port Nagale here in Milford for this county intermediate football final. If we will rest tonight, we'll be going to a new home because neither of these two sides has won the championship previously. An exceptionally large crowd here this evening in Milford for this first game of the first round of the County Junior Football Championship between Clare Rovers, the champions of Avigew, versus Knocknagree, the champions of Duhallow. Victory went to the Duhallow by 3 points on the score, 11 points to 1-5 after quite an interesting contest. The Newmarket Point band down there in the centre of the field, setting the mood for the afternoon as both teams are at the taking the field. Mallow down here to my right, splendidly dressed out in their yellow and red outfits, and on my left, the men from Rockchapel in the maroon and white. The Milford Club must receive the heartiest congratulations for the way they've organised this fixture. Quite professionally attired in their blue jumpers, we see all the ways into the ground, directed traffic, organising parking. Quite an interesting pre-match programme match programme has been organised by the club. So again, I'll say to them, the heartiest congratulations. The atmosphere here is quite unbelievable with the yellow and red flags of Mallow. Number 8, Pat Buckley, and number 9, Matt Fallon. Bear in mind, their second county final in 3 years. 1987 brought them their first county title down in Inchigeelagh, with the defeated Carbery Rangers from Carbery in the county junior football final to bring them, like I said, their first ever county title to the North Cork village. The referee for this afternoon, Eddie Porter and Brian Dillon's down there, just waiting for the pre-match parade to get underway.
Number 4, Kevin Carroll. Number 5, Sean Murphy. Number 6, Danny Guy.
The news from both camps is that both teams will play as selected.
Number 8, Paul Murphy, and number 9, Andy Murphy. Number 10, Jerry O'Mahony. Number 11, Jerry Casey. And
many people here are estimating the crowd
number 13,
to be somewhere over 10,000, probably maybe 11. The interest that this, like I said, this double-header has created all the week was bound to bring out the crowds, despite the fact that the county senior final is underway at Páirc Uí Chaoimh at the moment. Still in all, it doesn't seem to have detracted from the crowd that has attended here today. Teams and substitutes down here to my left from Rockchapel in their pre-match limber up. Certainly are quietly confident. I was talking to a few of their backroom boys before the game started. Though they may be going in as underdogs, that's the way they favour it. Mallow down on their right, just posing for the team photographs. Certainly the favourites here this afternoon. Mallow renowned for their fast, open, attacking football. Many people say that if they will continue in that style, that they'll have nothing to fear from Rockchapel. Mallow's last appearance in the county final was in 1984. On that occasion, they were defeated by Knocknagree and immediately went up intermediate status the following year. They've certainly in the championship so far, they've made a good impression this year. I'm looking there, I don't seem to see any changes in any of the teams so far. If they win, we will bring them through you. Eddie Porter checking the match list down there. Then in 1 hour at the toss of the coin, and then the pre-match parade will be on its way. Linesmen there standing patiently waiting for the action to get underway like us all. There's certainly a buzz of excitement around the grounds at the moment, many people impatient and hoping that the game gets underway. The referee there, Eddie Porter, blowing his whistle and calling the Mallow captain, Matt Fallon, into the centre of the field. And the cornerback, Joe Carroll, from Rockchapel, also coming to meet him. There's a slight breeze blowing from right to left. Whichever team plays from right to left will have their wind advantage in the first half. The shake hands and the toss of the coin. It looks like Matt Fallon has won the toss and has decided to play from right to left with that breeze in the first half. quite an overcast afternoon here in Milford. I don't think there's any danger of rain. It's certainly quite chilly, but conditions are certainly very much ideal for a good game of football. The ground at the moment is certainly jam-packed as the teams go out over towards the Newmarket Pipe Band, and very soon the pre-match parade will be underway. Just the last words there by the both sets of mentors to their charges. The last few words of advice, and certainly at this stage the butterflies must be rattling very well in their stomachs. Once that parade gets underway, I'm sure they'll disappear very fast. Mallow there, I can see Paddy Sheehan down there in the middle. I wonder what he's telling his team. I think he's probably telling to keep with the style that they have played all year of the open, fast style football, not to leave the ball rest for long. And if they do that, they're many people's favourites to win this year's county intermediate title. The Mallow boys now on their way over to take their place behind the Newmarket Pipe Band. And we'll give you the Mallow line out. In goals, number 1 is Niall Gallagher. The full back line on the right, number 2 is Barry O'Callaghan. Full back, number 3, Peter Edmond. And the other corner on the left is Ray Scanlon. The half back line on the right, number 5 is Malachy Nagel. Centre half back, number 6 is Pat Healy. And on the left, number 7 is Seamus Murphy. Centre field, Pat Buckley, and he is partnered by number 9, the team captain, Matt Fallon. The half forward line on the right is John Buckley. Centre half forward, John Welsh. And on the left is Sean Brown. The corner forwards, number 13 on the right is Dennis O'Donovan. Number 14, the full forward, is Kieran Mills. And top of the left, number 15 is Jody Hayes. The roll of the drum and the pre-match parade is on their way. The red and white flag, the red and yellow flags of Mallow, the maroon and white of Rockchapel certainly waving in the breeze over there as the Rockchapel subs come over onto the sideline. As the parade goes on, I'll give you the Rockchapel line out. It's in goals, number 1 is Joe Collins. The full back line on the right is the team captain, number 2, Joe Carroll. The full back, number 3 is John O'Mahony, and on the left is number 4, Kevin Carroll. The half back line on the right, number 5, Sean Murphy. Number 6, the centre half back is Denny Ganey, and on the left is number 7, Danjo Ganey. Centre field, number 8, Paul Murphy, and he is partnered on the left by number 9, Andy Murphy. The half forward line on the right, number 10, Jerry O'Mahony. The centre half forward, number 11 is Jerry Casey, and on the left, number 12 is Joe Casey. The full forward line, top of the right, number 13, Anton O'Mahony. Full forward, number 14, Dennis O'Mahony. And top of the left, playing in his first county final, is Johnny Stagg. The team's over to my right, led there, as I said, by the Newmarket Pipe Band. Mallow playing in their first county final since 1984. The last appeared in a county intermediate final way back there in 1924, but on that occasion they were beaten by Skibbereen. They're hoping for a reversible situation this afternoon. On the inside of the parade, the men from the Rock, the men from the little village, whose style of football, die hard, has certainly rewarded them over the years. Their motto is give it all, and if they're beaten, who cares? Rockchapel County Junior Champions in 1987, the glorious day down in Inchigeelagh when they defeated Carbery Rangers to bring the first county title to the little village on the Kerry-Limerick borders. Here we can see a second and large crowd are there as the band and the players make their way over here in front of us. Mallow there led by their captain Matt Fallon, followed there by the goalkeeper Niall Gallagher, Barry O'Callaghan, Peter Redmond, Malachy Nagel, Ray Scanlon, the corner back there. I see Pat Buckley, the centre field man, certainly very worried look on their faces, but I'm sure once the ball will be in, that worried look is going to disappear. The applause from the crowd for the Markham Pipe Band. Certainly they put up some performance here today, as only they can. They've graced many a county final, and like good wine, they're getting better with the years. The teams break from the parade. Backs go back, forwards go forward, and any moment now, the 1989 County Intermediate Final will be underway. The pipe band makes its way to the centre of the field. Backs and forwards in their relevant positions. And any moment now we'll have the playing of our national anthem before the game gets underway. Pat Buckley walking the last of the four midfielders, shaking hands there with Andy Murphy. Paul Murphy running around in the circle at the moment to limber up perhaps a sign of pre-match tension. The band faces the tricolour. The players stand to attention. They face the tricolour for the playing of our national anthem, Oran Nevian. The roar of the crowd, the referee Eddie Porter checking his watch, looking towards his linesmen and umpires, and any moment now the game will be on its way. The Newmarket Pipe Band making its way off the field over there on the far side of the field. Both sets of supporters urging on their men. Eddie Porter from Brian Dillon's. He also refereed the junior final in '87. When Rock Chapel was successful. Is this a normal for what's going to happen in 1989? Referee checking that everything is in order, and the game is on. The first to get the ball there from Mallow was Paddy Buckley. Paddy Buckley up into the centre. It's set there by Matt Fellon. It's John Buckley into the centre. Stopped well inside there by Joe Collins. Joe Collins out to Kevin Carroll. Kevin Carroll going the ball down into the 40-yard line. Great inside effort. Is Paul Murphy. Paul is fouled, and it's a free for Rock Chapel, 50 metres out from their own goal line. And Danny Guinea, the centre half-back, is going to take it. The sturdy Danny, no, it's not in fact Danny Guinea is leaving the ball there to Joe Carroll. Joe's free, not a very long one, he's dropping in. He's being punched on there by a Mallow man. The Mallow man was Pat Leary. Ray Scanlon feeding the ball there from Mallow, but hopped the ball twice, and the referee Eddie Porter has no option but to award a free to Rock Chapel to be taken there by Jerry Casey. A free for Rock Chapel, 45 metres out, 4 or 5 metres to the right. Jerry, a free taker extraordinaire, who was man of the match in the '87 final. Certainly, to get this over will give his side great confidence. Here he comes. The left-footed shot is a good one, and it's on the way. It's out of the goal. The first goal of the game. And Jerry Casey points from a free to give Rock Chapel the lead. Certainly, this is the start that Rock Chapel dreamed of. And what a no better man to give it to than Jerry Casey. Jerry, who played a starring role in this year's Cork's triumph in the Junior Football Championship. Certainly giving his team a major boost. Noel Gallagher, the Mallow goalkeeper, placing the ball on the 21 yards line for the puck out. Here he comes. It's a high one dropping into the centre of the field, up there ice for it. That fella gets it, everybody doesn't succeed in holding it. Waiting for it there again is Jerry Casey. Jerry falls to the ground, Pat Healy boots it out a little bit, but it goes over to Sean Murphy of Rockchapel. Sean Murphy back into Danjo Ganii. Danjo Ganii right for the shot into the centre. Waiting for it there is Declan Manny. Into Anthony O'Malley. Anthony's hooshed off the ball inside. Johnny Stack has the ball. Johnny played his first in the final. Joe Casey's shot has gone slightly out to the right and it's gone wide. Ray Scanlon again, the short kick out is dropping into the Rockchapel man there is Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy punching the ball. Just putting there as far as Pat Buckley. Pat Buckley under pressure and holds the ball too long. The referee says, thou shalt not do that, Pat, and awards a free to Rockchapel, which again will be taken by Jerry Casey. John contemplating the quick one, changes his mind and placing the ball. Standing back, trying to pick his spot. The left-footed shot, it's a short one. Not a very good one, it's up there by Shavy Murphy. Shavy doesn't succeed in holding the ball, it's gone out over the line. Off the Rockchapel man, it's a line ball for Mallow. A line ball for Mallow. It's very difficult to see down that corner, but I think it's Ray Scanlon that's about to take it. Holding there is Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy is surrounded by Mallow and gets his kick in. Waiting for it inside there is Dennis O'Mahony, the full forward. Dennis toe to hand. Jerry Casey outside him, gives it to Jerry. Jerry holding the ball being pushed off the ball there. But getting the ball to Joe Casey. Joe Buckley robbing the Rockchapel line along the ground. Out was Danny Giddy. Derry misses it, but it goes to Joe Casey. Joe Casey looking goalwards. The shot into the open space and into Anthony O'Mahony. Anthony with the loose man inside, and it goes, takes his other option into Johnny Stack. Johnny Stack don't succeed in holding it. It's back out to Anthony. Anthony plays well there, but gets the ball to Jerry Casey. Jerry steadying himself down. Out to Andy Murphy. Andy's shot goes in, but it's gone out to the right and wide. Certainly these opening minutes, it has been all Rockchapel. They lead by 1 point to no score. The pace of the open football is something that must be admired. Niall Gallagher with the kick out again. This is a long one from Niall. Dropping 50 metres out. Up the rise for it, but the referee says that Paul Murphy pushed his opponent in the back and it's a free to Mallow. Just inside their own half of the field, and Shavy Murphy is to take this one. The breeze behind him, a shortish one. Up there is Shawnee Brown. Shawnee Brown being brought to the ground there by Sean Murphy. And it's a free for Mallow. Seamus Murphy to take this one for Mallow again. Into the centre. The rice of the ball loose at the moment. Being held there by Matt Fowle, the team captain. The last common man is fouled. Dead straight in front of the goal. And the first free of the game. The first scoreable free for Mallow. For that free there on Matt Fallon. And this free is to be taken by Dennis O'Donovan. The corner forward, steadying himself, looking goalwards. Will this be the equaliser? No! It's stopped, but it's stopped there by Joe Collins, off his fingertips and over the bar. The sides are level. Rockchapel a point, Mallow 1 point. Almost 5 minutes gone in the first half. The sides level, point apiece, as Joe Collins takes his first kick out. A long one from Joe, dropping down towards the 50-metre line, being held there by Sean Murphy for Rockchapel. Sean is short one in the ball. It goes into Anthony O'Mahony. Anthony is pushed on the back, and it's another free by the push on the back there by Ray Scanlon, and it's a free for Rockchapel. 30 metres out, dead straight in front of the goal. Will this be Jerry Casey's number 2? Certainly Jerry is the man that has carried this Rockchapel team with his very accurate free kicking. Yes, it looks a good one from Jerry, but there's a tail in it, and it's gone out to the right, and it's gone wide. Jerry not looking too happy as he saw that ball sail out to the right, and then gone wide. The sides level a point apiece. 6 minutes gone in the first half. Very little between the teams so far. Now Gallagher not happy with the position of that ball, replacing it before he runs back to take his kick out. Out to the right, out towards Johnny Casey and Matt Fallon. The Roscommon man gets the better of him, but the ball goes loose out over the sideline, over there, the far side of the field. A line ball for Rockchapel. A line ball for the Rock. Joe Casey to take it. Here comes Joe into the centre. Waiting for it, there is Johnny Casey. He's been beat there by Pat Healy, being helped there by Malachy Nagle. Malachy on his way out. He's been blocked and fouled, says the referee, and it's a free to Mallow. 40 metres out from their own goal. And Pat Healy is about to take that free. Pat standing back. The longest free down to the centre. Out they come for it. The ball loose at the moment. But Johnny Welch going to hand over the far sideline, but tossing the ball across. Waiting for it there inside is Joe Callell. Joe Callell collected very well inside there, under pressure. Joe D. Case is there as well. It's out of the second Carroll brother. Being held there inside by Johnny Casey in the centre of the field. Out to Dennis. Dennis loses the ball there to Peter Redmond. And Peter Redmond is fouled by the Rockchapel man. It's a free in to Mallow. The free to Mallow will be placed there by the linesman, and Peter Redmond is going to take it. Peter was also a star in the hurling team this year. Out he would love to crown his year with a county immediate medal as he steps up to take this free into the centre. The ball breaks at the moment. Denny Guinea, the centre half back, collected well. Up to Tom Carroll. Tom Carroll's reballs it there full forward. Into Kieran Mills, he's brought down. It must be a penalty. Yes, it is a penalty. It is a penalty. Kieran Mills brought down inside there in the square. A penalty to Mallow. See the cornerback number 4 with a Scanlon coming up. Perhaps he's the man that's going to take it. A penalty to Mallow. Ray Scanlon, the cornerback, after running up the full length of the field to take this one. Referee telling everybody outside the 21-yard line as Ray Scanlon places the ball on the spot. Joe Collins in front of him. Eddie Porter having a job to press on the players to get a keep outside the 21-yard line. Here comes Scanlon. It's blocked by Joe Collins. Back to the Mallow man. And it's gone out to the right and it's gone wide. Parallel off from the Rock. What is saved by Joe Collins. Though Scanlon's penalty went fairly well direct towards the goalkeeper. He was allowed to it. From the rebound, it went out and put it out to the right and gone wide. The score, Mallow 1 point, Rockchapel 1 point. Joe Collins' kick out again into the centre of the field, up the right foot. But if there's Matt Fallon. But Johnny Welch has the ball now over there in the far right corner. The referee has seen a foul on Kieran Mills and is awarding a free into Mallow. He's telling one of the Rockchapel backs that he went too high with the boot, and it's a free to Mallow, 21 yards out. About 14 or 15 yards to the right, and Dennis O'Donovan is going to take it. Here comes Dennis. Was into the centre, stopped inside there by Joe Collins. The referee has spotted something. He's gone in to consult. Joe Collins certainly looks the worst for wear down inside that goalkeeper. And that goal, Shawnee Brown, the Mallow player. Joe Collins certainly looking groggy indeed. Holding his back as he places the ball for the kick out. Certainly a very hard challenge. Joe Connell there's looking kind of worried at Joe Collins, but I think Joe's okay.
Go on, Mallow.
Dennis Barney taking up his position as well now, as Joe Collins placing the ball on the edge of the square from the free out. Certainly nothing between the two sides at the moment as Joe Collins' kick out drops down. Paddy Buckley pushes, but it doesn't succeed. Only Sean Murphy for Rockchapel, out to his right, out to Jerry O'Malley, the number 10, a left-footed shot into the centre. Ready for it inside there is Joe Casey. Joe Casey all alone takes a shot and it's over the bar. A beautiful Rockchapel point there by Joe Casey. 2 points to 1. That penalty missed by Mallow certainly seems to have lifted the Rock. Could they be able to sustain that pressure for the next 50 minutes as we have just to wait and see. Niall Gallagher's kick out again into the centre. Waving there is Paul Murphy in the field. Paul shot it knocked down there by Pat Buckley. The ball there goes out to Joe Casey. Joe has the ball at the moment. Referee says play on into the centre. Where in front there is Dennis Manning, the full forward. Dennis going to turn a hand. A short pass, a bad pass there. It's held inside there by Sean O'Callaghan. A ball loose and over to Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey left-footed shot goes out to the right. Collected there safely into his chest at number 13, Anthony O'Malley. Anthony O'Malley punch ball out into two Mallow players. Pat Fallon and Malachy Nagel. Pat Fallon clears it. Out there to Kevin Callell for Rockchapel. Back into the centre. Into Paul Murphy. The ball very scrappy at the moment. Being collected over there on the far side by Kevin Callell. Kevin Callell into Joe Casey. Joe Casey's into Johnny Mahoney. Johnny is clear inside. Taking a bit of time to turn before looking and popping over the bar. Another point for Rockchapel. Rockchapel lead by 3 points to 1. And certainly they've taken control of this game with the last 4 or 5 minutes. 12 minutes almost halfway through the first half. Whatever little slight breeze is helping Mallow in the first half, but looking over at the tricolour over the far side of the field, that breeze is hardly insignificant. The ball breaking loose, collecting there for Rockchapel is Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy down into the centre, going to there for Rockchapel is Dennis Barney. Dennis seems to be playing at centre half forward at the moment. He's been fouled there when he goes into Johnny Casey. The left-footed shot from Johnny must be stopped inside by Niall Gallagher. He loses the ball, but it's pushed on his hand there by Dennis O'Malley, and it goes out to the right, and it's gone wide. Certainly with the last 3 or 4 minutes, the Mallow full back line seems to be that little bit jittery. That penalty miss cannot have them done their confidence no good, but it's a long ways to go yet as the ball is loose right there. Collecting from Mallow is Paddy Buckley. Paddy Buckley, a high dropping shot into the half forward line. There's Johnny Hayes, don't succeed in collecting. Succeeded collecting for Rockchapel is Danny Giddy. Danny trying to battle his way out, drops the ball. The referees waves the play on. Dropping into the centre and collecting inside is Pat Healy. Shady Murphy with the ball into the centre. The ball loose at the moment. Collected inside is Kevin Callell, the number 4. Kevin was on there by Johnny Hayes. Callell succeeds to get out to team captain Joe Callell. Joe Callell is John Manning clearing the ball further down the field. Malachy Nagel doesn't succeed in going to get it. Succeed in getting it for Rockchapel is Anthony O'Malley. And into Johnny Stack. Johnny the super sub of 87 going to turn a hand. Still Johnny Stack. Drops the ball. Gets it into Johnny Casey. It's a goal by Dennis O'Malley. What a wonderful score! All started by Johnny Stack. Kept his nerve for Johnny Casey. For Dennis Barney. Rockchapel have taken this game by the scruff of the neck. The high kick out dropping to the centre. Danny Kenny doesn't succeed in holding it. Waiting for it there is Johnny Hayes away out to the half forward line. Into Kim Mills. Kim Mills on the ground. The ball is loose on the ground also. It's there by Paddy Buckley. Paddy looking goalwards. Penny shot is well covered inside there by Jojo Collins. Out to Kevin Carroll. The shot has got very near the far over sideline. Danny Guinea goes up for it. The Rock Chapel runs. Gives it to Joe Casey. Joe Casey screwing ball across the field. A very dangerous ball. Being kept there inside by Shawty Brown. Shawty toe to hand. Looking goal was taking his shot. And all the way is over the bar. A point for Mallow. By Shawty Brown. A very good point. But certainly that Rock Chapel goal has shaken Mallow, as everybody thought. Let's wait to see, can they come back? 1-3 to 2 points. 14 minutes left in the first half as Jojo Collins takes the kick out from the 21-yard line. That fella can't succeed in holding the ball there, bringing on for there is Dan Jogini. The ball dropping in the Dennis Mahoney. Waiting for inside is the full-back Peter Redmond. The ball loose on the ground at the moment. Being onto inside there by Johnny Mahoney. Out Dandy Murphy with the ball. Going into Johnny Casey. The centre half forward with Bonovic standing against the ball. Into Johnny Mahoney. Johnny Mahoney takes the shot. But it's gone out to the right. Certainly very scoring position there. The ball went to the right and it's gone wide. 1-3 to 2 points, 4 points between the sides, 17 minutes gone in the first half. And certainly the excitement that this game has created, the game itself has lived up to every expectation that everybody had about it. The man with the easiest job, I think, is down the centre of the field there is Eddie Porter. The ball dropping out down here in front of us, being pushed on there by Sean Murphy. Shavy Murphy from Mallow with the ball. Over there to the far side of the field. A push at the back there, but the referee says to play on. Certainly there was a push at the back there and Kevin Carroll. The referee waved play on. And it's now a free to Mallow. 50 metres out. Dennis O'Donovan is going to take it. Here comes Dennis. Into the centre. To the gone out to the right. And gone wide. Certainly Mallow under a lot of pressure at the moment. Joe Collins out in the centre of the field. Delegate rising for it. Don't succeed in holding. Shawty Brown holds it for Mallow. One short hand over down the far line. Over to Joe Buckley. Dropping it across. But it goes out to the right and again it's gone wide. Certainly Mallow have missed their fair share of chances in the last few minutes. Perhaps they have the chances that they'll rue with 3 or 4 minutes left in the game. All these misses could prove very valuable before this game is over. Jojo with another kick out. This time out to his right. Shawty Brown collected there from Mallow. Shawty is being held and it's a free in for Mallow. And perhaps Shawty himself is going to take this one. But Dennis O'Donovan coming over. This one dead straight in front of the goal, about 30 metres out. A chance to narrow the gap. It looks good, the ball, in fact it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Certainly from the commentary position here it looked apart, but the umpire was in a way better position to judge and he has waved the ball wide. The score still remains. Rock Chapel 1-3, Mallow 2 points. We're approaching the 20-minute mark as the Rock Chapel kick out, drop into the centre. Collected there as Matt Fallon don't succeed in holding it. Johnny Welch dropping the ball into the square. Being pushed out there by Joe Collins. Indeed there is Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy, a screwing kick that scored very near the score, over the sideline, a line ball for Mallow. Certainly very careless kick there from Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy, this line ball for Mallow, dropping into the centre. The ball loose, but there is by Joe Carroll. Joe steady himself, a long relieving clearance into the centre of the field. Being punched on there by Pat Healy. Being punched out again by Paddy Buckley. Pat Healy with the ball all collected with 2 Rock Chapel men around him. Still Pat Healy gets a kick into the centre, but that's all as far as Denjo Gilly. Denjo the right footed shot into the centre. Collected is Sean Murphy. John Brown across the goal route. He misjudged the ball completely. Dennis Sullivan shot into Joe Collins. Joe Collins saving the ball inside and cleared out to Kevin Carroll. Kevin tried to steady his men down out. Andrew Gurney going toe to hand, the sharp pass up towards Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey collected over there on the far side. Johnny toe to hand, beating his man, sending a dummy. Greg Tony, he's 40 yards out. He's on the 30. He's 20 into Johnny Stack. Johnny Stack being pulled down. It's a free for Rockchapel. A free for Rockchapel to be taken there by Johnny Casey. In my books, Johnny's definitely the man of the match so far. A chance for Johnny Casey there to add to his total. Or it's Joe Casey with the free. Joe takes a shot and it's over the bar. Another point for Rockchapel. 1-4 the lead to 2 points. As Niall Gallagher places the ball on the 21-yard line for yet another kick out. It's a good one from Niall, dropping into the centre of the field, up there, ice the ball, loose in the moment, but the referee has seen a push on Matt Fallon by Paul Murphy, and Pat Healy is to take the free, in the dead centre of the field. And over there on the far side, Manicky Nagle is free into John Buckley. Over there is Johnny Mills trying to make his way goal, but his way is blocked temporarily. The ball across the goal, ball being held inside there by Kieran Mills. But he's robbed by Sean Murphy. What an interception there at a vital moment. But Sean Murphy held the ball for too long, and the referee goes over and awards a free in to Mallow and Kieran Mills. Kieran Mills showed his dissension, and the referee is going to throw the ball in between them. The ball being scooped away there by John O'Mahony, but it's gone out very near the sideline there. It's there by Shawnee Brown. The ball going across the square, a dangerous ball from Rockchapel's point of view, being connected inside there. It's the upright that goes wide.
James O'Mahony, number 20 from
by James O'Mahony. A change in the Mallow team. James O'Mahony has replaced Dennis O'Donovan. Certainly got his first taste of action there and rather unluckily hit the upright and the ball went wide. Certainly Rockchapel having all the luck at the moment. Will their luck hold out? Matt Fallon with the ball in the centre of the field. Dropping it into the centre. It's a goal! It's a goal for Mallow! Jody Hayes the scorer! I said Mallow, Rockchapel having all the luck. It didn't hold off for long. Joe Collins completely misread that ball coming in. And the ball finished in the back of the net. Jody Hayes the scorer. Certainly it was a score that Mallow needed, because up to then they had been completely out of the game. Joe Collins left his line. Jody Hayes spotted it coming, just tapped the ball into the empty net. And there's just 2 points between the teams. Is this the break that Mallow needed? Pat Buckley going toe to hand on the 14, takes a shot, it's over the bar, and there's only a point between the teams. Certainly how things have changed with the last 2 minutes. From being 5 points to the rules, Mallow finds themselves only a point adrift. The bare minimum between the teams. 5 minutes left in this first half. Mallow trailed by a point as Joe Collins prepares to take the kick out. Joe's kick out to the right. That Fallon pushing the ball loose at the moment. Connected there by Joe Buckley. Joe could be tied very hard inside there by Paul Murphy, and the referee calls him aside. James O'Mahony to take the free. Certainly had the distance, but hadn't the direction, and it's gone out to the left and it's gone wide. James O'Mahony certainly gave it all that free all his effort. The kick out from Collins coming out here connected there is Jody Hayes, the goal scorer. Jody taking a shot, it looks good, it's all the way over the bar. A beautiful point by Jody Hayes. The sides are level here in Milford. A lovely point there by Jody Hayes. It looks as if there's a change coming in the Rockchapel team. Seamus Curtin getting ready. Yes, Seamus Curtin is in the game for Rockchapel, and Andy Murphy has gone off.
Number 9, Andy Murphy.
Oh, there's a Cian Mills, a full forward collected. But the Paddy Buckley then succeeded collected. Cian Mills has the ball again. And it's Shawty Brown on the loose space at the moment. But throw the hand, takes a shot, but it's got away out to the right hand corner. Up there, rise for it collected. There is John Buckley. John Buckley takes a shot, but it's gone out to the right and it's gone wide. Certainly a mighty recovery from Mallow. Just a short few minutes ago, about 5 points in the rears. Now the sides are level with 1-4 apiece. About 3 minutes left in the first half. The ball being collected there inside by Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy trying to steady his team down. That to Joe Casey, down to the centre. Then for Dennis Barry. Seamus Curtin the sub. That right tie heavily nudges by Seamus Curtin. Johnny Barry wasn't certainly expecting that ball. He's fouled and it's a free to Rockchapel. Johnny Manny wasn't expecting to get that ball so fast. Rather surprised when he got it, fumbled the ball. But in the process he was also fouled and it's a free for Rockchapel to be taken there by Joe Casey. All the frees on the right hand side of the goal post being taken by Joe Casey. On the left they're being taken by his brother Joey. Joe steadying himself, his chance to put the rock in front again. Here he comes. And the ball has gone out to the left and it's gone wide. An unfortunate miss there for Rockchapel. But what his second half is in store here in Milford. Niall Gallagher again placing the ball for the kick out. Another long one from Niall. Dropping 45 metres off of his own goal line. Being held there beside by Paul Murphy. Paul under pressure. Getting in his shot, waiting for it. Is Johnny Stagg. Johnny Stagg going through the hand. Beating his man, looking for a loose man to give it to. Johnny Casey is that loose man. Johnny Casey passing out to Seamus Curtin, the substitute. Seamus takes his shot, but there's a tailor and it goes out to the right and it's gone wide. Certainly that goal has done nothing good for Rockchapel's confidence. Niall Gallagher's kick out onto this side of the field, being punched there by Paul Murphy. Sean Murphy was going to it, he was pushed off the ball, but the ball out over the sideline by John Welch, and it's a free for Rockchapel. Sorry, it's a line ball for Rockchapel to be taken there by Danny Guinea. The referee blows the whistle and we have half-time here in Milford after a very, very exciting contest in the first half. Many people thought that we were going to get a good match. Certainly they didn't expect it this close. And who's going to win? It's anybody's guess for the second half. The Mallow players going down here to our right. The Rockchapel players converging here in front of us. For a long time it looked as if Rockchapel were going to walk away with it. An unfortunate goal given away by Joe Collins, followed by a quick point from the Mallow corner forward, Jody Hayes, at the sides level. 1-4 apiece, and very little between the teams. Rockchapel will have the aid of whatever slight breeze is there in the second half. We'll bring you the story of that second half in just a few moments. On this faulted over. Pipeline going off the field over there on the far side.
The results of the intermediate hurling final in Cork. Kilbritton, Valley Rovers 6-12. Kilbritton 3-12. And Glen
here, which is resulting for a
2-5 to 4 points after 20 minutes.
The result of the intermediate county final, a win for Valley Rovers. As the second half is underway, and first to get the ball there is Seamus Curtin. Seamus Curtin under pressure. He is fouled, and it's a free, dead straight in the centre of the field. A free for Rockchapel. Denny to take it. Denny Ganney, the centre half back with the free. The shortest one from Denny, dropping it to the centre. Ready for there is Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey takes a shot. But it's gone all the way, over the bar. A point, another Johnny Casey point. Taken under pressure to the edge, the rock in front. Rockchapel starting well in the second half. As they start to the first, but they left Mallow very much into the game in the last quarter. Niall Gallagher placing the ball on the 21 yards line for the kick out. Niall's kick dropping away beyond centre field. Up the right, we're collected there inside is Pat Buckley. Pat Buckley out there to the centre half back, Pat Healy. The ball got very near the sideline over the far side of the field. It's gone out over that far sideline. It's a line ball for Rockchapel. Team captain Joe Carroll standing back from this ball. Drops around centre field up the right wing, collected there inside for Mallow is Pat Buckley. Pat Buckley's ball into the centre into Jody Hayes. Certainly Jody is having the game of his life here today. On to John Buckley. John Buckley takes a shot and it's over the bar and the sides are level again. One 5 apiece. A point for Mallow by Judd Buckley to level the scores, cancelling out the advantage that Rockchapel had from the Johnny Casey point. The sides level at 1-5 apiece as Joe Collins' kick out. Certainly Joe got over that little knock he got in the first half. The ball is there in the centre of the field. Out to Pat Buckley, Pat in the centre, and to Judd Buckley. Judd Buckley rushed off the ball. Then Joe Ganney into the centre, into Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy down the centre. Connected there beside is Dennis Mahoney. Dennis out to Johnny Casey. Johnny going goalwards. He's been pulled down there and fouls as the referee, and it's a free for Rockchapel. Johnny himself going collected the ball there and placing it in the ground. A chance for Johnny to put the Rock's nose in front again. The excitement here at the moment is unbelievable. Absolutely nothing between these two sides. Johnny Casey with the wind to his back in this half. Can he do in the second half what he done in the first half? It looks a good one and it's got all the ways over the bar. The Rock are in front by a point. A point from Johnny Casey, his second of the second half. Rockchapel lead by 1-6 to Mallow's 1-5. I don't think there will be many people leaving this pitch here until the very last kick of the game. The ball dropping into the centre of the field. Paul Murphy collecting superbly there. Out into the open spaces, right there is Johnny Stack. Johnny Stack in there into Joe Casey. Joe Casey into Seamus Curtin. Seamus Curtin putting the ball in. Anton Mahoney's inside. Anton collecting it. Being surrounded there by Mallow players. Out to Johnny Mahoney. Out to Joe Casey. Joe takes his shot. And it goes out to the left and it's gone wide. Certainly the first half could be divided into a tale of two quarters. The first 20 minutes definitely 80% Rockchapel, and it's all Mallow in the last 10 minutes. It's all with Rockchapel in the first few minutes of the second half as Joe Casey collecting the ball there again for Rockchapel into Johnny Stack. Johnny in the ground, referee says play on. Denny Ganney going out to collect the ball, but then Sean Murphy doesn't succeed to get the ball loose. The ball with Johnny Casey's. Matt Fallon Out, that fella created out there to Shane Murphy, out on the far sideline, got out over that line, and it's a line ball for Rockchapel. Joe Callum with the line ball into the centre of the field. The ball breaks over backs and forwards there. Dennis Brady punching it down a little bit. The ball will lose it to Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey at the 21-yard line takes a shot, and it's on the ball, it's on the ball. A wonderful point from Johnny Casey. If Rockchapel wins this, there'll be a monument to Johnny Casey built in Rockchapel. Because if they do, the man they can thank is Johnny Casey. 3 points Rockchapel have scored in the second half. Those 3 points have been scored by Johnny Casey. Niall Gallagher's kick out, dropping way again down centre field. He punched there by Paul Murphy. Joe Casey had it further on to, it's in there to Dennis O'Mahony. Dennis O'Mahony hooshed off the ball, but he fouls Peter Edmund, and it's a free for Mallow. Certainly tussle going on for the ball there between Raymond Scanlon and Anton Mahoney. And the goalkeeper Niall Gallagher coming away out. This will be another long one from Niall. Dropping away down about 40 metres out, but Denny Guinness has the situation well under cover. Denny is fouled as he attempted to make his clearance, and it's a free for Rockchapel. 55 metres out from his own goal line, and Denny himself is going to take it. Denny standing back. That left thigh heavily bandaged, but it doesn't seem to worry him. What a stout-hearted little player he is. Not a very good free though from Denny. He goes out straight to Matt Fallon, the Mallow captain. Matt trying to lift his side. Good throw hand over the far sideline. Getting his cross in. The wing catching it. Underneath it there is Denjo Guinea. Denjo hooshed off the ball. Couldn't cover there by Joe Buckley getting the ball for Mallow. He is fouled, and it's a free. It's a free in for Mallow. Certainly a passage of very scrappy football there. Kevin Callaghan had his chance to clear it, didn't succeed in doing so, and now there's a free for Mallow to be taken by the substitute James O'Mahony. On the 21-yard line, about 5 metres in from this near sideline. Here comes James's kick across the goal, a dangerous looking ball. Up the right foot, collected there is Joe Callaghan, but the referee had spotted an infringement in the square, and it's a free out for Rockchapel to be taken at the edge of the small parallelogram there by Joe Collins. The stout-hearted Joe with the free. Dropping 55 metres out, being pushed on there, followed by Paul Murphy. Collected by Seamus Cotton. Seamus Cotton, the shortest one, being pushed on there, followed by Dennis Manny. The ball's loose at the moment. Being collected there from Mallow by Shane Murphy. Being collected there inside by Denjo Guinea. Denjo Guinea was being fouled there by Johnny Welsh, and it's a free for Rockchapel, and Denny Guinea himself is going to take it. The referee is certainly speaking to Johnny Welsh and saying to him, no more of that tactics, and I'll be looking for your autograph. Denny Guinea taking these frees, which I doubt is a wise decision, because he seems to be troubled by that leg. Again, it's dropping into the 50 metre line, being collected inside by Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy into Dennis Mahoney. Dennis is on his bike. Going through, takes a shot on top of the bar. Another point for Rockchapel. A point for Rockchapel by Dennis O'Mahony. Rockchapel lead by 1-8 to 1-5. (1-8 to 1-5). 9.5 minutes gone in this first half. Just 20 minutes left in the game. Just a puck of a ball between these teams. Up there, rise for it. The ball being comes back there by Denny Guinea. Denny Guinea certainly seems to be troubled by that leg in the second half. The referee blows his whistle, and he's awarding a free to Rockchapel. The Rockchapel player there on the ground is Denny Guinea. Referee turned the ball in between them. Collected there for Rockchapel is Sean Murphy. Up Johnny Mahoney. Johnny Mahoney right foot a shot into the centre. Up Shaky Mahoney, right foot does succeed in holding it. Peter Redmond clearing down for Mallow. Out to Joe Buckley. Joe Buckley on the ground being policed very well there inside by Dan Jogani, but the Mallow man gets through. The ball into Jody Hayes, but he's at the lose of the ball to Dan Jogani. Dan Jogani clearing the ball away down, be collected there by Shane Murphy. Mallow, he miskicks it, and the referee blows his whistle and awards a free to Mallow, which will be taken there by the fullback Peter Redmond. Peter, hurler come footballer, standing back to take this free. This is dropping 30 metres out, being collected well down inside by Paul Murphy. Clearing the ball down into the open space towards Johnny Stack. Johnny Stack succeeds to get a hand to it. Succeeds to get the ball. This downhearted Johnny is being fouled there. The corner forward is 100% commitment, as Joe Casey is being shown there by Eddie Porter where to take the free from. This free 45-46 metres out from the Mallow goal, about 15 metres in from the near sideline. Joe, hand on hips, looking goalwards. Here comes his free. It looks a good one. It's certainly dropping into the square. Big leg down side by Niall Gallagher. Niall under pressure, clearing its way out over towards the far sideline. It's gone out over that far off sideline. A line ball for Rockchapel. A line ball for Rockchapel. Johnny Casey to take it. A chance for Johnny to float it across the goal mouth. Standing back. A shortish one. Be collected there inside by Anthony O'Mahony. Anthony Stoller drops the ball across. It's been pushed inside there by Johnny Stack, but it's covered there by Niall Gallagher. Niall Gallagher clearing the ball out. That fella coming late, the ball has gone out over the sideline. Another line ball down here in front of us for Rockchapel. Certainly Mallow seems to be in panic stations at the moment. They're seeing another substitution for Mallow.
Substitution on the Rockchapel team. Number 18, John Murphy, for number 10, Jerry O'Mahony.
A sub on the Rockchapel team. John Murphy for Jerry O'Mahony. And Mallow sub warming up over there on the far side as well. We'll keep with the play for the moment. The ball loose at the moment. Johnny Stack again. And loose the ball hit Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey takes a shot. And it's on the ball. It's over the bar. Another point for Rockchapel by that man, Johnny Casey. A lovely little point by Johnny Casey. It seems so easy when it comes so naturally. 1-9 to 1-5, the Rocker in front. Are they heading for their second county title in 3 years? Approaching halfway in the second half, a line ball from Mallow. Over there on the far sideline. Seamus Murphy about to take it, dropping in towards the centre. Johnny Brown getting the ball there, lost to Pat Buckley. Pat Buckley is fouled and it's a free into Mallow, dead straight in front of the goal. And probably James O'Mahony will take this one. No, James looking there and he says, trying to make up their minds then. Yes, in fact, it is James O'Mahony to take the free. Johnny Brown was contemplating taking a fast one. But a free, dead straight in front of the goal. 27 or 28 metres out, and this should narrow the gap. Yes, over the ball. Just the goal between them again. 1-5 to 1-6. One nine for Rockchapel, 1-5 for Mallow, as Joe Collins prepares to take the kick out. Just one goal between them. This ball drop into the centre of the field. Collected there is Johnny Casey, there for the break again. Johnny going toe to hand. His ball into number 10, it's Anthony O'Mahony. Anthony O'Mahony over the far side. The linesman has been flagging over there. The ball has gone out over the sideline, and I think it's going to be a Mallow line ball. A line ball for Mallow. Ray Scanlon's ball dropping in 45 years out, being pushed out there by Rockchapel line. Waiting for it. Joe Casey succeeds in getting it. Looking for his options, taking a kick in. Up there, rise for it. The ball loose at the moment. Waiting for it there is John Murphy. John Murphy's kick inside, being covered inside by Niall Gallagher. Niall Gallagher out to the right there. Out to Owen Scanlon. To substitute. Owen's kick into the centre of the field. Being connected inside by Paul Murphy, drops the ball, succeeds in getting it, drops it the second time, succeeds in getting the second time, taking a shot into the centre. Connected there is Johnny Stack. Johnny Stack to Johnny Casey. Out to Seamus Cockton. Seamus Cockton takes a shot. And it's gone all the way. Another point for Rockchapel by Seamus Cockton. The maroon and white flags are beginning to wave around the ground. But full marks to Mallow. They're holding their ground steady against the tide onslaught of Rockchapel pressure. 4 points between the sides as the kick out comes down here in front of us. Being collected inside there by Danjo, but Danjo is fouled. Danjo is fouled there by Joe Buckley, and it's a free for Rockchapel, and Joe Casey is going to take it. Just inside the Mallow half of the field. Down here in front of us. Joe will float this one in. Up it goes, being collected there inside by Pat Buckley. Pat Buckley trying to relieve the pressure, being come under pressure himself there from Paul Murphy. The referee blows his whistle and gives a free to Mallow. Malachi's free, shortest one this one, into John Buckley. John Buckley looking. Goal was dropping a high one in, being collected there inside. James O'Mahony. James is fouled, and it's a free which he'll take himself. The free is 30 metres out, about 14 to 15 metres to the right. Here comes James. It looks a good one, a dangerous looking ball. It's there up there and all the way is over the bar. To just put one puck of the ball between the sides again. 110 to 1-7. Some of the team mentors of the Mallow mentors were coming on the field there. They've been warned by the referee to get off the pitch and let's get on with the game as Joe Collins places the ball on the 20 metres line for yet another kick out. 3 points between them, 13 minutes left in the game. The ball dropping out to the centre, Seamus Cockton. Seamus succeeds at home in. Sean Murphy along the ground, being collected inside there by Dennis O'Mahony. Dennis at the ball now, looking goal was going toward hand. He's 21 metres out, still being pushed off the ball. Just the ball blocked down there inside by to substitute Owen Scanlon, blocking the ball down there. That move for the score written all over it. Niall Gallagher taking the free. Dropped into the centre of the field. Oh, to Rockchapel went collided there. Allowed Joe Buckley through with the ball. Joe Buckley looking goalwards. It's being held inside there by Jody Hughes. Jody Hughes back by Joe Collins has gone out. Oh, what a let for Rockchapel. Jody Hughes almost got his second goal of the afternoon. But it took a deflection off of the one of the Rockchapel backs and it's gone out to the right for a 45. Certainly the Rock lived dangerously there for a few moments. James O'Mahony can still punish it though as he attempts to take this 45 dead straight in front of the right hand upright. Here he comes, a long one from James. It looks a good one. It's gone all the way over the bar. James O'Mahony, who certainly got a few tries for the Cork Miners this year, has certainly lifted his sign. The Mallow supporters begin to cheer. For the final 10 minutes of football we have left here in Milford. 2 points between the sides. Joe Collins placing the ball on the 21-yard line for the free, or for the kick out. Joe Huggins, carry heavily bandaged left knee. The ball breaking out there, collected. Oh dear! Dead Joe can he collect? Clearing out to Seamus Curtin clearing his lines. Paddy Buckley stopping the Rock Chapel charge forward. Paddy Buckley still with the ball. A left-footed shot into the centre. Up there in Icefield. The ball loose at the moment. Johnny Welch on the ground over there. He's tackled and he's fouled, and it's a free for Mallow. A quick one taken. Hattie shot. Dropping it dangerous, looking one into the square. Johnny Buckley tried to get through, doesn't succeed in doing so. His shot is blocked out for the 45. A 45 deflected that out by Joe Casey. And it's a 45, another chance for James O'Malley to put just a point between the sides. The first half was a tale of 2 quarters. Its second half is shaping up this way as well. A Rock Chapel player inside there, I think, is Joe Carroll, receiving attention. Pat Curtin, the team trainer, gone in there to have a look. Doesn't seem that bad. One slug out the magic bottle and he should be okay. James O'Malley, the super sub for Mallow. The referee telling the Rock Chapel mentors to get back off the pitch. Pat Curtin duly obliges, and James O'Malley looks scorewards. Again, it looks a good one, but there's a tail in it. It's been stopped there inside by Joe Collins. Off the ball, but it's been cleared up by Kevin Carroll. Out to Paddy Buckley. Certainly Mallow means business these last 10 minutes. Paddy Buckley's shot is gone all the way over the bar. The red and yellow flags beginning to fly as just a point separates the sides. A point between the teams, 8 minutes left in the game. Many people up here in the commentary positions are suggesting that we will be back here in a few weeks' time as Joe Collins stands back to take the kick out. What a game of football. Throws out to the centre of the field. James Curtin Rutherford. Again, that they collected. Joe Buckley from Mallow going to the hand. Still Joe Buckley. A punch ball into Johnny Welsh, but the referee says that he threw the ball, and it's a free for Rock Chapel. Certainly it's all Mallow with the last 5 minutes. Joe Carroll standing back to relieve the pressure on his goal rod. Certainly they have come under tremendous pressure from Mallow with the last 7 or 8 minutes. Joe Carroll's free is a good one from Joe, dropping into the centre of the field. Johnny Casey there will succeed correctly. Paddy Buckley collects it from Mallow. Paddy going through the hand. A punch ball into the centre. He collected inside by... The ball is on the ground, the referee says play on, but it's out to Paddy Buckley. Paddy Buckley to Johnny Welsh. Johnny Welsh steady himself down, looking good with a short kick in inside to Jody Hayes. Jody Hayes put back to Pat Heaney. Johnny Welsh with the ball into Jody Hayes. Jody Hayes in the centre of the goal. Out to John Buckley. John Buckley has put the sides level. The sides are level. 1-8 apiece. 2 players down injured here in front of us. Denny Guinea is certainly injured. He's been limping heavily there here in the second half. I can't see who the man up there is at the moment. It looks like Kieran Mills. We'll confirm that at the moment, who certainly looks the worst for wear. Kieran Mills on the ground for Mallow, and Denny Guinea on the ground for Rock Chapel. James O'Malley looking worried there as the full forward lays on the ground. Joe Buckley trying to relieve the tension with his slug from that bottle. Dr. Pat O'Riordan, the Mallow team doctor, looking after Kieran Mills there whose care is certainly on the ground, and it doesn't look too hopeful for the Mallow full forward. Certainly this seems to be the break that Rockchapel wanted. The ball went to the rack for the last 7 or 8 minutes by Mallow. The first 10 minutes, first quarter of an hour, all Rockchapel. The second quarter of the first half, all Mallow. The first quarter of the second half, it has been Rockchapel's, and Mallow seems to have taken over with the last 10 minutes. Can the Rocks survive the challenge? 1-10 apiece on the scoreboard. About 6 minutes of normal playing time left, but there should be a good lot of injury time to be played. Kieran Mills certainly seems very groggy. I wonder will he be able to continue. He's okay, they're all for the crowd as he runs back to take up his position. He's certainly looking the worst for way up, but he says, I'm okay for the last time. There's another 10 minutes definitely left in me, he says, as he takes up his position and faces the ball as Joe Collins prepares to take the kick out. Pat Curtin got in there. Danjo Murphy is in the game for Rockchapel. And Paul Murphy, I think, is the man that was the part of the scene.
Number 6, Danjo Murphy, for number 8, Paul Murphy.
Paul Murphy making his way off, and Danjo Murphy's in the tee game for Rockchapel. That fellow with the ball is loose over there at the moment. Top into the set to be collected there by Danny Guinea. Danny Guinea being surrounded by 2 Mallow players, being fouled by the Mallow men, says referee Eddie Porter, and it's a free for Rockchapel. Joe Carroll.
All the car parks through the road shift, these over their position.
Joe Carroll a chance to lift the siege. And Longfree would certainly do that at the moment and give them a little bit of breathing space. Up there, ice with the ball being collected there inside by Patch. The ball is shortly down at the moment. He's brought to the ground, and it's a free for Mallow. On the 50-yard line, dead straight in front of the goal. James O'Mahony coming up to take it. Will this be the lead for Mallow? Certainly if they win this game, there's one man they can thank, and that is their sub, James O'Mahony, who hasn't left them down with his expert free taking. James looking goalwards, standing back. Here it comes. It looks a good one, and it's all there is. No, it's not. There's a tail in it. It's gone to the left, it's gone to the right, and it's gone wide. Two minutes left in the game of normal time, but there will be a few minutes of injury time. The ball breaking loose. Out to Danjo Murphy, into Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy into Dennis Mahoney. Dennis Mahoney is being fouled, and it's a free for Rockchapel. A free for Rockchapel. 52 metres out from the Mallow goal, dead straight in front of it, and Jerry Casey is going to take it. Jerry Casey to take this free, perhaps the most important one of the entire afternoon. Jerry standing back, he's going to have a good run at this one. Here he comes. It looks like going to stop it, but it's gone out to the left and it's gone wide. The score still remains, Mallow 110, Rockchapel 110. .60 seconds left in the game as Niall Gallagher stands back to take the kick out. 1 minute of normal time left. The ball dropping down in towards the centre. Being collected there inside by Danjo Murphy. Danjo shot is half blocked down there by Pat Healy. It's being collected there inside by Joe Buckley. Joe Buckley's grounded, and it's a free. It's a free to Mallow to be taken there again by James O'Mahony. Ten seconds of normal time left as James O'Mahony prepares to take the free from Mallow. An important free for Mallow. We're in the dying seconds of the game. Here comes James. Across the goal, being held inside by Joe Carroll, and Joe is fouled, and it's a free out to Rockchapel. The crowd beginning to leave, they're settling for a draw. I would love to be back to see a replay of this, because this game doesn't deserve a loser. It certainly does not deserve a loser. The time is up, we're in injury time as Joe Collins prepares to take the kick out. Joe's kick out to the right, Eddie Porter checking his watch. It's quickly open, that followed, and the game is over. We'll have another day here, whether it'll be in Milford or where it's going to be. I'll certainly be here because it's a game of football that could not be missed. An excellent afternoon's entertainment. Both sides, neither side deserve to lose. The draw, the fair result. From me, Michael White, until we meet again, it's Slán agus Bidag.
There's a little 3-year-old boy here who's been lost. He's got a green leather rifle in with purple lining. William Buckley from Cullerhurst.
Michael!
He's lost. He'll be here with us. That's the Republic of Red. Jim Buckley not through.
Straight in now, if we go straight in, dead straight in.
Anyone to the hurling boys? All right, mate, you can take it out then.
Hello everybody and welcome again to Portnagale and Milford for the replay of this county intermediate football final between Mallow and Rockchapel. Again, a huge crowd has gathered in this North Cork video and they hope to witness another grand game of football as we had here last Sunday. Both teams at the moment have taken the field. Mallow down to our right and the men from Rockchapel up on our left. Quite a nasty mist falling at the moment and a little breeze that is more blowing diagonally across the pitch. Perhaps it will favour any team. It will be the team that will be playing from left to right in the first half. Last Sunday, as I said, we witnessed one of the finest games of football seen in the county this year. A game of two halves. Mallow came back when they seemed dead to snatch a draw, and perhaps were very unlucky in the final few moments that they didn't get that elusive point to become county champions for the first time. The Mallow team down here to our right, and we will give you their line out. Quite a few changes on the team that started last Sunday, but in fact the team that starts today is identical to the team that finished the game last Sunday, and that means that the line out is as follows. In goals, number 1 is Niall Gallagher, the full back line. On the right is number 2, Owen O'Callaghan. The full back, number 3, is Peter Redmond. And on the left is number 4, Malachy Nagle. The half back line. On the right is number 5, Ray Scanlon. On the centre, number 6 is Pat Healy. And on the left, number 7 is Seamus Murphy. The centre field pairing is the same as it was last Sunday. Number 8 is Pat Buckley. And on the right is the team captain, number 9, Matt Fallon. The half-forward line, on the right, number 10, Gerald Buckley. Centre half-forward, number 11 is John Walsh. And on the right is number 12, Sean Brown. The full-forward line. On the right is number 13, James O'Mahony, full forward. Number 14, Kieran Mills. And top of the left is number 15, Jody Hayes. That Mallow team, like I said, is identical to the team that finished the game last Sunday, which means that Owen Scanlon starts the game instead of Barry O'Callaghan at right half back, and James O'Mahony slots into the corner instead of Dennis O'Donovan at number 13. Rockchapel down there, they were the first team. They're out in the field with the last 10 minutes. Down to our left, they too have some changes, but I will give you the line out, which is as follows. In goals, number 1, Joe O'Callaghan. Full back on the right is number 2, the team captain, Joe Carroll. Full back number 3, Ger O'Mahony, and on the left is number 4, is Kevin Carroll. The half back line, on the right, number 5 is Sean Murphy. The centre half back, number 6 is Danjo Murphy. And on the left, number 7 is Denjo Guinea. The centre field pairing today is number 8, Paul Murphy, and number 9 is Denny Guinea. The half forward line, on the right, number 10 is Jerry Manny. Centre half forward, number 11 is Jerry Casey. And on the left, number 12, his brother Joe. The full forward line on the right is number 13, Anton O'Mahony. The full forward, number 14, Dennis O'Mahony. And on top of the left is Johnny Stack. The Rockchapel team shows 2 changes from the team that started last Sunday. The centre half back, Denny Guinea, moves to centre field in place of like I said, Denny Guinea moving to centre field in place of Andy Murphy. And Danjo Guinea then moves to centre half back. Danjo Murphy is at centre half back. The Newmarket Pipe Band leading the match parade, being followed by Rockchapel. At the moment, Mallow just breaking from the team photograph to take their place there behind the Newmarket Pipe Band. Mallow bidding for their first county title. They've been in county finals in 1984 when they were defeated in the junior final by Knocknagree. They upgraded immediately to intermediate status afterwards. Their last appearance in a county intermediate final was in 1924 when they were defeated by Skibbereen. Like I said, they hope to put all those years of tournament behind them and become county intermediate champions here in Milford today. Rockchapel on the outside of the parade over there. The red and yellow flags of Mallow waving there as the teams pass by. The Rockchapel team, their second county final in 3 years. 2 years ago they were down in Inchigeela against the men from Carbery Rangers. They were victorious on that occasion, and many people think that it's going to be the same today, especially as the other team that went 5 points up last Sunday but still allowed the brave men from Mallow to claw their way back into the game. Quite a scene of colour down there in front of us at the moment. The red and yellow jerseys of the men from Mallow, the maroon and white of the men from Rockchapel, how well they mingle with this beautiful green sward here in Milford. The team emblems of Rockchapel and Mallow to be seen all over the ground. The interest and the enthusiasm that this game has created during the week. Any person you met from North Cork, the main topic of conversation was who was going to win the county final, because whichever team wins, the Billy Long Trophy will be in a new home tonight. Will it be in the little village of Rockchapel or the prosperous town of Mallow? We are 75 minutes away from answering that question. The Newmarket Pipe Band, if they're to raise the spirits in any heart, they are certainly the band to do it. Some excellent recitals there, vary from the Holy Ground to the Boys of Fairhill, has certainly kept the crowd entertained if they need entertaining before the game. The team making their way there, at the moment the Mallow team led there by their captain Matt Fallon. Will it be Mallow's first? The flag's beginning to lay down here in front of us as the teams come in towards the centre of the field. What a pity that the clerk of the weather hasn't obliged like he did last Sunday. Let's hope that this mist will be not anything worse than it is at the moment. It certainly affected the Junior B game that was here previously, which went victory between Shanballymore and Ryle. Victory going to the bin from Shanballymore by the score of 4-3 to 3-3. But in that game, the mist and the wet sod certainly made the football look a little sluggish. The Rockchapel centre field already in place, being joined by the Mallow men. Rockchapel playing from left to right, which means that that wind will be slightly in their favour in the first half. Denny Guinea there, who played centre half back last Sunday, centre field today. He's been partnered there by number 8, Paul Murphy. Gerald Buckley there shaking hands with Danny. Pat Buckley making his way over towards the sideline here. Perhaps a little nervous before the game gets underway. Eddie Porter there looking towards his linesman, looking around the field to make sure that everything's in order as the Newmarket Pipe Band goes over there towards the tricolour. And any moment now, the playing of our national anthem, Aurora Naveen. The crowd, they stand to attention and face the tricolour for the playing of our national anthem. The roar of the crowd, and any moment now, the county intermediate final will be on its way. Can Rockchapel do what they failed to do the last day, and can Mallow become the county champions? Their county title they are bidding to become for the very first time. We're 70 minutes away. Eddie Porter checks his watch and the game is on. And first to break away Rockchapel, Denny Guinea with the ball. Into the centre, there's a hoosh on the ball, the referee lets it go, he does, says play it on. Collecting there inside for Mallow with the full-back Peter Redmond. Peter Redmond up to the centre to Johnny Welch. Johnny Welch going toe to hand. Shot went to the centre. Right inside there was Kieran Mills. Kieran Mills is held and it's a free for Mallow. The first free of the game. A free for Mallow, about 40 metres out to the right. And James O'Malley standing back there to take this one. Will this be the first goal of the game after 30 seconds? The cheer will tell the answer. It's a short one from James, dropping in. The ball loose at the moment, walking across, coming across with there is Jody Hayes. Jody Hayes been tackled there by Joe Carroll. The Mallow man getting through. Still Jody Hayes. A pass into the centre. Ready for those Kieran Mills. Kieran Mills' shot is blocked down. The ball loose again at the moment. Paddy Buckley going towards it from Mallow. Paddy has got the ball. Paddy going toe to hand, falls to the ground. The referee blows his whistle. No, he won't. He says continue to play on. And Paul Murphy will change the ball from Rockchapel out into the centre. Right for there was Pandy Healy. Pandy longest ball of hope than anything else in that shot, and it goes out to the left and it's gone wide. Certainly Mallow have started with a flourish. Complete the reverse to last Sunday. It was Rockchapel took the initiative in the start. Certainly a very, very tricky wind blowing across the pitch here in Milford today. Many people that I spoke to before the game predicted a low-scoring game. We've waited to see what's going to happen. Joe Collins' kick out, drop it down to the centre. Over there is Paul Murphy. The ball breaks with there to Johnny Welsh. Johnny Welsh up the left-hand way, waiting for it there inside is Jody Hayes. Jody Hayes across the mouth of the goal. Up there, Icefield collected inside. Kieran Mills does not hold the ball. James O'Malley takes the kick in, but it's gone away out to the right and it's gone wide. Just over a minute gone in the first half. 2 wides for Mallow. No score yet for either team. This tricky crosswind is certainly causing us problems in these early stages. Jeffrey Collins placing the ball into the small parallelogram for yet another kick out. The wind slightly to his back. Joe's kick is a longish one, dropping 45 metres out. Up the right foot there, collected there is Denny Guinea. Denny Guinea out to his right, being collected inside by the Mallow man. Is Peter Redmond, the full back, out along by the wing, collected there again straight into Denny Guinea's hands. Denny robs, and like help stop there inside Denny's James being stopped by Pat Healy. Pat Healy's James out there to the corner, collected there inside his team captain Joe Carroll. Joe trying to shoot up the ball, it's still Joe Carroll, but Joe is fouled by Jody Hayes and it's a free for Mallow, which will be taken by Joe himself. Joe giving his in there, says steady down lads. This game is still young. Joe Carroll's kick dropping into the Rockchapel half of the Mallow half of the field. The ball loose at the moment, collected inside is Paddy Buckley for Mallow. Paddy who played a blinder for the last quarter of the game last Sunday. Giving it back there to Pandy Healy. Being collected inside by Danjo Murphy, the new centre half back. The ball loose out there in the left hand corner, racing for it out there. Is the Mallow man, doesn't succeed in holding it. Collected there for Mallow is Matt Fallon, the Mallow captain. Matt is fouled and it's a free for Mallow, about 40 metres out from their own goal. And Noel Gallagher, the Mallow goalkeeper, is going to take it. No. Niles changes his mind. He says, Peter, you take this one, I get back into goal. Peter Redmond studying his options as he comes to take this free. Dropping into the centre to Pat Buckley. Pat Buckley kicking it first time into the open space. A bit like there, ruled out first time by Joe Carroll. The ball dropping into the centre. Then Joe Guinea down further again. Johnny Stack on over the far side, doesn't succeed in holding, getting second right in the cherry. He's going to through against a sharp pass out to Joe Casey. Joe Casey to Denny Guinea. Denny Guinea sidestepping his man, still Denny. A right-footed shot down into the centre. Being held inside there by Dennis O'Malley. Dennis is fouled, and it's a free for Rockchapel. A free for Rockchapel. 45 metres out, dead straight in front of the goal. And Joe Casey to take it. Last Sunday, any free that was to the right of the goal, Joe Casey took it. Any one to the left was left for his brother Jerry. Joe with this chance to put the Rock in front. 4.5 minutes gone in the first half. Joe's free's gone out to the right and it's gone out to the right and it's gone wide. Rockchapel low score, Mallow low score. Those people that were predicting a low scoring game certainly got their answers right at the start. A very, very greasy sod and a greasy ball as Niall Gallagher prepares to take the kick out. Dropping into the centre of the field, up there Icefield. It's loose for the moment over the heads. There's a push on a Mallow man there though, and Matt Fallon, and it's a free to Mallow. The referee checking the Mallow man that he moved the ball forward. The ball is left where it is for the free. It's Shamie Murphy taking the free from Mallow, dropping it into the centre. John Mahoney collecting it. pressure on the ground. Still has got the ball though. He's surrounded there by Mallow. He holds the ball too long and it's a free to Mallow. The referee says that he held on to the ball too long and awards a free to Mallow, which this should give James O'Mahony his first chance of putting his side in front. At 21 yards free for Mallow. James O'Mahony to take it. It's a low one and stop there inside by the Rock Chapel line. Dan John Murphy with the ball. He's been challenged hard, gets all his claims, but it's got out over the right hand sideline and sideline ball for Mallow. Shawnee Brown running out here to take it. He changed his mind and says, James, you'll take this one. He'd probably float this one across. No, he goes for the score, but it goes out to the left and it's gone wide. Certainly Mallow have missed an awful lot of scores in these opening few minutes. Are they scores that they will regret that they have missed before this game is over? It's certainly a different game to last Sunday. Rock Chapel took the initiative at the start. It seems to be all Mallow at the start of this game. Will it change like it changed last Sunday? Joe Collins' kick out. Dropping 40 metres out up there, right foot. Paul Murphy doesn't succeed in holding it. Then John Murphy puts it out there, but collected there for Mallow is Shamey Murphy. The right foot is shot into the centre up there, right foot. Joe Buckley with the ball. Joe Buckley across the field. Out there collecting is James O'Mahony. James O'Mahony low one in across the ground. Joe Carroll right out there for it. The ball on the ground, 2 Rock Chapel went to the 1 Mallow man. The referee says play on. Kevin Carroll with the ball and Kevin is grounded and it's a free out for Mallow. A free out for Rock Chapel. Kevin Carroll is going to take it. Kevin standing back. Not a good one from Kevin. It goes out straight over the sideline. It's going to be a line ball for Mallow. Over there at the far side of the field. Any place ball today seems to be the property of James O'Mahony. James will try and lock this one in again and hope that something will come out of it. Dropping into the centre, connected the other side is Joe Carroll. Joe Carroll, a long relieving clearance back out. Paddy Buckley is under for Mallow. The ball goes over his head, it goes in there to Anthony Manny. Anthony Manny was fouled as he went through with that ball, and it's a free for Rock Chapel. A quick one taken there and there. Jerry Manny at the ball. Jerry is grounded, unceremoniously grounded there by Seamus Murphy, and the referee has no option but to award a free. 21 metres out, dead straight in front of the goal. Will this be the first goal of the game? Jerry Casey there bending down over the ball. A chance to put the Rock in front. Nine minutes gone. Jerry Casey with this excellent opportunity to draw first blood. Jerry's free along and it goes away out to the right and it's gone wide. A very uncharacteristic free there, I must say, by Jerry Casey. Both sides certainly guilty of missed opportunities in the opening 10 minutes. Jimmy Murphy tussling down here with Jerry Manny, but the kick out is taken. The ball loose at the moment. If there is Seamus Murphy. Seamus Murphy with the ball into the centre, into the open spaces, not open for very long. Being punched out, collected inside. There goes Kevin Carroll covering well for Rock Chapel. The ball on the ground at the moment. The referee blowing his whistle. I think it's going to be a hot ball. Yes, he has decided to hop the ball between them. Mills busting through and he's fouled as he does so. It's a free for Mallow. A 14 metres free for Mallow. About 10 metres to the right of the goal post. James O'Mahony to take it. It's in his wrong side, but certainly it is in a very scoreable position. Is this the first score of the game? Yes, it is. The first score of the game. A point from the 14 yards free by Jerry O'Mahony after 10 minutes to give Mallow the lead by a point. Certainly scores are very, very hard to come by here today. Joe Collins not in any rush at all as he places the ball on the 21 metres line. for the kick out. Joe with that heavily bandaged left knee. Takes the kick, dropping down into the centre. Denjo getting it for Rockchapel, but fella from Mallow succeeds in getting the ball loose at the moment. Joe Buckley with the ball, away over there on the far sideline. Tries to turn the ball into the centre. Collecting the inside is that fella, the team captain, into Paddy Buckley. Here comes Paddy on the 40. He's 40, takes a kick. But it's gone away out to the left and it's gone wide. This very, very tricky crosswind certainly playing havoc with the forward line. These first 12 minutes has been a story of missed opportunities. The tension is high at the moment as Joe Collins places the ball at the right hand side of the small square for yet another kick out. Joe's kick goes out to his right. Up there, ice for the ready for it there beside us, Paul Murphy for Rockchapel. Paul left-footed shot into the open space on his right. Big cut out there by Ray Scanlon. Ray Scanlon goes into Sean Murphy of Rockchapel. Sean and Loesch want to land the ground. Into O'Mahony, ready for it there beside us, Joe Casey. Joe didn't succeed in getting it. The ball is still loose at the moment. Joe boots it into the centre. Over there is Dennis Mahoney to Johnny Casey. Johnny trying to do something about the situation at the moment. Over the side is Dennis O'Mahony, and Dennis Mahoney legs taken from underneath him. He's on the ground, and it's a free for Rockchapel. 24 metres out. Dead straight in front of that left-hand upright, and Jerry Casey is going to take it. Now he leaves it to his brother Joe. Joe the expert from the right, Jerry the expert from the left. This is Joe on this occasion. And there's the equaliser, a point for Rockchapel by Joe Casey. 12 and a half minutes gone in the first half. Joe Casey cancelling out Jerry Mahoney's point for Mallow a few moments ago. The sides are level in Milford, a point apiece. 12 minutes gone as Niall Gallagher places the ball again, this time on the 21-yard line for yet another kick out. Gallagher's kick out away out to the left. Ready for it there for Mallow. Is Shawnee Brown. Shawnee Brown going to throw the hand down in front of us. Leaves the ball well out over the sideline, and it's a line ball for Rockchapel. A line ball for Rockchapel. Sean Murphy is calling. Shawnee calling on Danjo Murphy there to take the line ball in the centre of the field. The shot's moved to Eddie. He doesn't succeed in holding it. Jerry Casey succeeds in holding, but he was fouled, and it's a free for Mallow. And I think Jerry Casey himself is going to take it. Jerry hoping for a quick one, is dropped into this open space into the goal up the right for Anthony O'Mahony. He doesn't succeed in holding it. Pat Healy for Mallow, clearing out the wide out to Matt Fallon. Matt Fallon, a long relieving clearance. Johnny Welch being off there by Danjo Murphy. Out there to Danjo Beneath for Rockchapel. Great deep there is Jerry Casey. Jerry Casey being surrounded by two Mallow, but still Jerry Casey. Dennis O'Mahony for Rockchapel. Jerry Casey picking up the return into the centre. Again to O'Mahony. Second is a buzz about this move of Rockchapel. The ball is on the ground at the moment. Dennis O'Mahony takes his shot, and it's a good one. A good one from Dennis O'Mahony. The second score for Rockchapel. Certainly with the last few moments, Rockchapel are beginning to move. They lead by a point, but remember they have got the assistance of this tricky wind. Some people are saying it's more a hindrance than a help. We've got to wait and see. Now Gallagher again with the kick out. Dropping down into the centre of the field. Denigan is there for Rockchapel, didn't succeed in holding it. Ray Scanlon has the ball for Mallow. Goes into the centre into Shawnee Brown. Shawnee Brown being challenged there inside, still has got the ball. Still Shawnee Brown. The ball comes back out to Joe Buckley. Joe Buckley takes a shot, but it's gone way out to the right again, and it's gone wide. The right-hand side of the parallelogram this time for Joe Collins. Joe, who doesn't seem to be in any rush whatsoever today in taking those kickouts. The referee not happy with something. He's calling one of the Rockchapel men to his notice. Danjo Murphy is speaking to Danjo. Danjo's arguing his case very solemnly, saying, I wouldn't do anything like that. Hands raised in some form of prayer that he has learned in Rockchapel. The referee says play on as Joe Collins prepares to take the kick out. Another long one from Joe. The rice was straight into the hands of Paddy Buckley. Paddy Buckley, a shortish one. The ball loose at the moment. Joe Collins got the ball there. He's on the ground. Trying to break free, but it's still Joe Carroll. Johnny Mahoney has it now for the referees. Cops in indiscretion down there. We couldn't see exactly with the crowd what was happening there. It seems that somebody fouled Sean Brown, and it's a free for Mallow, 30 metres out, which was going to be taken there by James O'Mahony. Certainly a huge crowd here in Milford again today. Many people are estimating about 11,000, and full credit must go to Milford for the excellent way in which they have conducted this fixture. Not alone today, but also on last Sunday. James O'Mahony's free looks a good one. It's curling out to the left, and again it's gone wide. Certainly a mighty kick there from the youngster, but the tricky crossman caught it again, and it went off out to the left and gone wide. The two busiest men on the pitch today seems to be Joe Collins of Rockchapel and Niall Gallagher of Mallow. Joe's turn this time for the kick out. Collected there is Shawnee Brown, the ball loose at the moment. Paul Murphy with the ball for Rockchapel. John Buckley collected there in the centre of the field. John looking goalwards, dropping 20 metres out up there. Iceman now succeeds in holding it. John O'Mahony has it, but he's beaten to the ball. But Jody ups the ball to ice. The referee says that's not allowed in my book, Jody, and it's a free for Rockchapel, which is going to be taken by Jody Hayes. Certainly the football today seems a way scrappier than the football we witnessed here last Sunday, but there's a long ways to go yet. "12 minutes left in the first half as Joe Collins kicks the ball out towards centre field. Up there is Matt Fallon, the former Roscommon Mire, notching a high one out to the right of the goalpost. Kieran Mills succeeding in keeping it in play. James O'Mahony's shot is knocked down there by Joe Carroll. Matt Fallon is in the field. The ball is loose at the moment. The referee blows his whistle, trying to sort that mess out over there. He can't, so he hops the ball instead. It's held there by Matt Fallon again. Matt Fallon is one there by Joe Casey. Joe Casey's down to centre of the field. Put it inside there is Johnny Stack. Johnny Stack into Dennis Manny. Dennis Manny, 30 metres out, Dennis takes the shot and it's over the bar. Another point for Rockchapel. Dennis O'Mahony, the scorer. Certainly the wind has died down with the last 4 or 5 minutes, and the scores are beginning to come at long last. 3 points to 1. 11 minutes left in the first half as Niall Gallagher places the ball, this time on the 21-yard line for yet another kick out. The excitement beginning to rise as Niall Gallagher kicks the ball out, dropping dead straight into the centre of the field. Pat Buckley from Mallow, the ball being pushed by Danjo Murphy. The Johnny Casey and the Manny, the corner forward, trying to pick the ball up. He's been challenged inside there, but still it's Anton. Anton still going through, still Anton. Anton's shot is blocked. That seemed to go off of a Mallow man, but the umpire has signalled that it's gone wide. I was sure that the Mallow cornerback there, Malachy Nagel, blocked down Anton's shot. The umpire says no way, and it's a kick out to Mallow again, which will be taken by Niall Gallagher. Into the centre, the Mallow man slips there as he gets it. Joe Casey gets it for Rockchapel, out straight into the Mallow fullback's hands, and Peter Redmond retrieves the ball there for the kick to take his free. Peter Redmond is solid as a rock today. Not many balls have passed him so far. Rockchapel with the slenderest of leads, just 2 points. separating the teams. Rockchapel 3, Mallow 1, as Peter Redmond takes the ball, the free from Mallow. Peter slips, he takes it. The ball loose here at the moment. Waiting for there is Sean Murphy. Joey Casey looking for his option back into Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy was 40 metres, he's 30 metres out. Waiting to Anthony O'Malley, Anthony can't succeed in holding. Waiting for there is Dennis O'Malley. Dennis the full forward taking a shot. And the left leg again, and it's over the bar. Another point for Rockchapel. Dennis O'Malley, the scorer. Put in the clear goal between the sides after 21 minutes. Rockchapel beginning to click. Dennis O'Malley there, his third point from play. As Niall Gallagher takes the kick out from the 21-yard line. This is a very high one from Niall, dropping down into the centre of the field. A bunch of players there at the moment, but the referee cops a push in the back there on Matt Fallon, and it's a free to Mallow down there, dead straight in the centre of the field. Ray Scanlon to take this free from Mallow, dead straight in the centre of the field. A long one from Ray. Up the right side, Kevin Callan succeeding holding. Then Jugani has it for Rockchapel, clear it out, way out there is Johnny Manny. Johnny Manny catches the ball but doesn't succeed in holding. Shamey Murphy gets it in from Mallow. The ball bobbing around inside there at the moment. Dan Jugani is there again for Rockchapel, out to Kevin Carroll. Kevin is shortest one out to Danny Guinea. Danny Guinea being challenged hard there for Mallow there, succeeds in getting out his clearance. Out there Peter Redmond again succeeds in holding it. His shortest one out to his right. To Scanlon into the centre. Into Jody Hayes. Jody Hayes going toe to hand. Before crossing with a cross, and it's got all the way over the bar from Jody. Under pressure, I must add, to bring the gap between the teams back down to 2 points. Certainly well taken point there by Jody. He was being pleased there by 2 Rockchapel backs, and still under pressure succeed in picking off a very valuable point for Mallow. 7 minutes left in the first half. The mist has cleared away. Will the wind stay down as Joe Collins takes the kick out? The ball loose in the centre of the field. Paddy Buckley getting from Mallow, being followed by Johnny Casey. Paddy Buckley gets his kick in. Kevin Callan clearing out for Rockchapel. The ball going very near that far over sideline. It's not out over the far over sideline. And it's a line ball for Mallow. About 40 metres out. James O'Mahony standing back. Drop weight into the centre. A tussle for the ball there. But Johnny Red succeeding holding. Out to Johnny Brown. The ball loose at the moment. Johnny Brown doesn't succeed holding up. And it goes out over the sideline. The referee has blown his whistle. And I think he's awarding a free in for Mallow. In fact, I think yes, he has allowed the sideline ball to Mallow, which will be taken down there by Shawnee Brown. Shawnee's one is again gone to the left and it's gone wide. Another wide for Mallow. Certainly they have the opportunities they might regret before the day is down. Joe Collins with yet another kick out from the side, the right hand side of the small parallelogram. He's dropping 40 metres out. Being collected there inside Matt Fallon, punches it, but only as far as dead jump. Pat Healy with the ball from Mallow. Pat Healy pushes the Rockchapel man rather unceremoniously to the ground, and it has to be a free for Mallow. 55 metres out from the Mallow goal, and Joe Casey is going to take it. Joe contemplating a fast one, changes his mind, and leaves the ball there for Denny Guinea. Denny Guinea, which is going to try and lob this one into the square. Pat Buckley's running around the ball there, following his man, as Denny's free into the centre. He cleared inside there by Pat Healy. Pat Healy clearing his line out, running as far as Denny Guinea. The ball loose at the moment. Riding right out there is Johnny Mahoney. Johnny Mahoney with the ball for Rockchapel. Dropping into the centre. Shane Murphy covering well there for Mallow. very tricky underfoot conditions. Muffy stays out to the centre, goes in straight into Joe Casey. Joe Casey into Dennis Mahoney. Dennis Mahoney running into Mallow and pronounces the referee into Johnny Casey. The ball like a hot potato at the moment as Johnny Casey takes his kick, but it's gone out to the left and it's gone wide. Certainly Johnny's not having as good a game as he had last Sunday, but having said that, there's many a team which would love to have him at his side. 4 minutes left in the first. 4 minutes in the first half as Niall Gallagher takes the kick out, dropping 45 metres out, a push in the back there on Pat Buckley by Paul Murphy, and it's a free to Mallow, dead in the centre of the field. Shamie Murphy collecting the ball out here, placing it at the spot for the free, which is going to take himself. Seamus Murphy's free. Dropping into the centre. Passes by backs and forwards, collected there and clearing his lines out is Kevin Carroll. Kevin Carroll in the centre of the field. Waiting for it is Jerry Mahoney for Rockchapel. Jerry clearing the ball further out. Dennis Mahoney there doesn't succeed in holding the ball, breaks loose to Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey, he's on the 40, he's on the 30. Tries to sell it double, the Mallow man doesn't bite. Mallow with the ball loose on the ground. And the referee blows his whistle, says, Johnny, you shall not do that to Malachy, and it's a free out for Mallow. Certainly that move had a goal written all over it. Malachy Nagle upset the party and was awarded a free, which will be taken down there by Niall Gallagher. Certainly temper's getting a little bit frayed down in front of us at the moment as Niall takes the free. Over backs and forwards, the ball goes there on Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy with the ball into the centre, out there towards Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey cannot hold the ball at the moment. Johnny Mahoney holding for Rockchapel. Johnny is fouled. And Johnny Casey, there's a nasty incident going on. The Mallow player certainly connected there with Johnny Casey. The Mallow player down. Shawnee Brown, that was a nasty incident off the ball. The referee certainly will have to, he's taken the name of a Mallow man. Of Johnny Welch down. Johnny Welch's name goes into the book as Johnny Casey lies injured on the ground. Johnny is up, he seems to be okay. Certainly the ref will have to get a grip on the game before very, very long. Both sets of enters on the field there. The referee says, cool it lads. Joe Carroll seems to have trouble there with his eye. Pat Curtin says, you're okay, play on. And it's going to be a free. After all that skirmish, it's going to be a free for Rockchapel from where the ball landed. Jerry Casey, the man involved in that incident, placing the ball for the free, which is going to take himself. $50 meters out. Left for a shot from Johnny looks at Redmond, is dropping into the side of the square. But it's then South Peter Redmond, the ball loose at the moment. The referee blows his whistle and awards a free out to Mallow. Peter Redmond set to be in control down there in the big square today. All the high balls that Rockchapel have floated into the square have been really no trouble to field by Peter Redmond today. Niall Gallagher's kick out. The ball loose at the moment, waiting for it there. Inside his joke. Johnny Mahoney for Rockchapel. The ball loose again at the moment. Right back into Johnny Mahoney again. Johnny on the ground trying to get rid of the ball. Being pleased there by a couple of the Mallow backs into Paul Murphy. Anton Barry trying to get it. He's unsucceeding in holding it. Waiting for it there for... But Fallon got the ball there with John Buckley over the far sideline. James O'Mahony for Mallow. James studying his options across a dangerous looking ball. Charlotte for their inside is Sean Murphy, Rockchapel. Joe Carroll with the ball, with the referee blows his whistle, and it's half time here in Milford. After quite an entertaining first half, Rockchapel lead by 4 points to 2. Certainly the mist that was there at the start of the game has disappeared, and that tricky crosswind with the last 10 minutes also seems to have eased. All to play for in the second half. Certainly there has been a little more aggro than there was last Sunday, but still, having said that, it's still a nice open clean game of football. Let's hope it continues the same way in the second half.
Because Brian Dillon's Hurling and Football Club in Cork are holding a concert in the Cork Opera House on Sunday the 15th of October. They are Tane Boys Band and Kevin Owen. That's on Sunday the 15th of October.
The Newmarket part down there all over on the far side of the field. Beginning their half-time's entertainment. As they come across over here towards our commentary position. The referee and linesman down there in the centre. The Rockchapel team and Minters way down there on the right-hand corner. The Mallow men in the centre. The scores in the first half game. A point for Mallow after 10 minutes by James O'Mahony. That was cancelled out 2 minutes later by a Rockchapel point by Joe Casey. Rockchapel then went to the lead by a point by Dennis O'Mahony, and that was after 15 minutes. After 19 minutes, again it was Dennis O'Mahony with a point. Dennis O'Mahony again at 21 minutes a point. After 23 minutes, Dennis O'Mahony further stretched the lead with his 4 points from play. Mallow the gap by Jody Hills with a point after 25 minutes of play to lead the score at half time. Rockchapel 4 points, Mallow 2. We will be back with the story of the second half in just a few moments. The ball down there by John O'Mahony. A long kick out waiting for it there is Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy for Rockchapel under pressure there. On Danny Guinea with the ball at the moment. Drops it. And then Johnny Manny for Rockchapel. He loses the ball again. Certainly it's very, very scrappy. Johnny Casey with the ball for Rockchapel. Johnny into the open space. They collect the outside is Peter Redmond. Peter, who's certainly the man of the match so far today. The way out into the open space is down on the left-hand side. Waiting for it there is team captain Matt Fallon. Matt Fallon in there to Johnny Welsh. Johnny Welsh throwing the ball across. There's outside is Kieran Mills. Doesn't succeed, and then John Manny succeeds in clearing his lines for Rockchapel. He clears it out over the far sideline, and it's a line ball for Rockchapel. A line ball, for Mallow, which should be taken there by, I think it's yes it is Jamie Murphy to take this line ball for Mallow way over there in the far sideline. Into the centre, the ball loose at the moment, but it's gone out over the sideline off a Rockchapel man, and it's yet another line ball for Mallow, this time about 30 metres. 30 metres out from the Mallow goal, and James O'Mahony is racing over to take this one. So perhaps it's about 35 metres out from the Rockchapel goal. It's a good one from James into the centre. Joe Collins is solid as a rock, succeeds in getting it. But Joe steps out over the sideline, and it's a 45 metres for Mallow. Joe certainly caught that ball very well, but stepped out over the line, and it's a 45 metres free for Mallow, almost dead straight in line with that left hand upright. A chance for James O'Mahony to put the minimum between the teams. Two minutes gone, James O'Mahony's free, looks a good one. And it is a good one, and it's gone all the way, it's over the bar. A point between the teams. After 2 minutes of play, James O'Mahony succeeding in cutting the deficit to the bare minimum as Joe Collins comes out to the 21-yard line to take this free for Rockchapel. Or should I say this kick out? Certainly Joe and Niall Gallagher have plenty of practice at kicking the ball out today. Certainly a little bit more urgency in Joe's kick out at the moment as it drops into the centre of the field. Pat Buckley goes up for it, doesn't succeed in holding it. Getting his second bite in the cherry, but waiting for the Rockchapel is Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy into Danjo. Danjo back to his brother Sean. Up to Jerry Casey. Jerry Casey looks rock solid into a Mallow man. Jerry at the ground, the ball play on says the referee. Denny Ganey with the ball. Denny Ganey passing it back there to Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy out to his left down here in front of us. Old Scanlon collecting for Mallow. Losing the ball, regaining possession again. Out there as far as Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy kicking the ball in, right into Pat Buckley. Pat Buckley looking goalwards. Gracie out there and collecting. Escape Mills but doesn't succeed in holding it. The ball goes back into Pat Buckley. Pat Buckley is 30 metres out. Go to James O'Mahony, but Joe Carroll succeeded getting it. The ball, he drops the ball. Into Joe Casey. Joe Casey's kick out. As far as Matt Fallon. Shirley Murphy from Mallow with the ball. Way out to the right, way out for there is Jody Hayes. The ball very near the sideline down there. In fact, it's gone out over the sideline. And it's a line ball. I can't see with the crowd down there. The linesman ceased to be signaling. Yes, it is a line ball for Rockchapel, which will be taken there by Joe Carroll. Sorry, it's Kevin Carroll that's going to take that line ball for Rockchapel. Into the centre. Going for the inside is Paul Murphy. The ball on the ground, Paul along the ground to Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey picking the ball up into the open spaces. Waiting for it there inside. Ray Scanlon for Mallow. Ray is on the ground and it's a free out for Mallow. Certainly the football is very, very scrappy in these opening few minutes. Not any fault of these teams, I assure you. But the conditions down there are very, very slippery indeed. Shamey Murphy's free, dropping 40 yards out. Waiting for the inside is Joe Buckley. Joe Buckley going through play on, says the referee, give down the advantage. Into the open space, and Joe Carroll is elected. Joe with the ball, and Joe is brought to the ground. Joe went for that ball like a tiger. Got it, and was fouled. There's a Rockchapel player on the ground. Down here in the centre. It's the full forward, Dennis O'Mahony. An off the ball incident. Dennis O'Mahony is on the ground. The referee says calling a few of the Rockchapel Winters in. I can't say what Mallow player was involved, though the referee is going over there, consulting with his linesman. If they can find out who was involved, his presence in this final is going to be very, very short-lived indeed. He's calling the other linesman over now as well. Certainly we were following the play down there with Joe Carroll's clearance when the Rockchapel man was stretched. The linesman doesn't seem to be sure what Mallow player was involved either. Certainly Dennis O'Mahony is still on the ground. Certainly it doesn't look too hopeful at the moment for Dennis. He's on his feet at the moment, but certainly very shaken looking indeed. The crowd clap as Dennis goes back to his position. He may not be 100% fit. Dennis O'Malley now seems to be playing centre half forward, and Johnny Casey seems to be gone out to the wing. As the ball goes out to Johnny Mahoney. Into the centre right foot side, there is Peter Redmond again. Peter Redmond left footed clearance down the centre. The ball loose at the moment. Clearing out there for Lockchapel was John Mahoney. The ball going near the sideline. Charlie Brown with the ball for Mallow. The ball has gone out over the sideline. The ball got out over the sideline. A line ball for Mallow. James O'Malley running across the field there to take it. James O'Malley to take this line ball 40 metres out from the Rockchapel goal with just the minimum separating the sides. Into the centre, dangerous looking one. The ball loose at the moment. Danjo Ganey there for Rockchapel. Danjo going toe to hand, a long relieving clearance out in the centre of the field. Collecting there is Peter Redmond again. Peter's on the ground. The ball loose at the moment. Joe Casey for Rockchapel. The Paul Murphy out of Danny Guinea. Danny Guinea with Johnny Stack racing up for Rockchapel. Dennis Mahoney with the ball. Dennis surrounded there by two Mallow. Dennis is fouled and it's a free for Rockchapel. 50 metres out from the Mallow goal, and Johnny Casey probably will take this one. Yes, in fact, Johnny Casey calling for the ball there. About 48 metres out from the Mallow goal. 7 or 8 metres to the left of the left-hand upright. This is one that should suit Johnny very much. A left-footed kicker like Johnny. The wind certainly seems to have died down in the second half as Johnny takes the free. It's gone out to the left and it's gone wide. Johnny certainly wasn't very much off a target that time. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Rockchapel 4 points, Mallow 3, as Niall Gallagher places the ball. The kick out into the centre way for those Matt Fallon and succeeding hold it. Dennis Mahoney has the ball for Rockchapel. Dennis is fouled and it's a free for Rockchapel. Matt Fallon there protesting his innocence. The referee was having none of it and says it's a free for Rockchapel, which will be taken down here in front of us by Johnny Casey. Now Johnny is leading to Danny Guinea. Danny, who played centre half back last Sunday, playing centre field today. His left hand thigh heavily strapped as he takes his free across the face of the goal. Shady Murphy clears it out a little bit for Mallow. Waits now there is Shawnee Brown. Shawn didn't succeed in hold it. Gets a second go to the cherry though. Shawnee Brown over there on the far side. The ball is gone out over the far over sideline. And it's a line ball for Rockchapel. A line ball for Rockchapel. Joey Casey running out there to place the ball on the sideline. It's about 40 metres out. Joey drops it into the centre. The ball is loose at the moment. He took Cena getting there again. His own Scanlon out to the right, but the ball has gone very near this sideline here in front of us. It's gone out over this near sideline, and yet another line ball for Rockchapel. Joe Casey running out here to take it. There was certainly a very, very dangerous moment there for Mallow. A short one from Joe. Joey back to Joe Casey. Joe Casey right for the shot. He looks at the run into the centre. The ball breaks loose at the moment. Johnny Stack with the ball there inside. The ball has gone out. Out to the left and wide. Johnny Stack was tumbling goal there, but he stepped out over the end line and the ball has gone wide. Two line balls there, which resulted in dangerous situations for Mallow. Niall Gallagher with the kick out. Into the centre, Danny Guinea under for Rockchapel, breaks it down as far as Dennis O'Malley. Dennis O'Malley out the right hand corner, away from there is Anthony O'Malley. Out to Jerry O'Malley. Jerry O'Malley trying to get goalwards there. He's pulled down and it's a free. And 21 metres free for Mallow. A chance for Jerry to put 2 points between the sides. 11 minutes gone. A chance for Jerry Casey to put 2 points between the sides. Jerry's then here he comes. Into the centre. It's gone out to the right and it's gone wide. Jerry Casey holding his head there in disgust. These are the chances that people will regret before the day is down. Certainly the tension seems to have got way more to the players than it did last Sunday. And points that both sets of forwards were scored the last day with their eyes closed have gone wide today. The ball coming out to Jerry Casey. Jerry Casey a fine fetch there. Drop it low in along the ground. Collected inside his Anthony Lanny. It's a Dennis Mahoney. Dennis takes the shot and he takes no mistake. Another point by Dennis O'Malley. A beautiful point. With 4 points, it's 4 points from play. The Rockchapel full forward Dennis O'Malley and the Mallow full back Peter Redmond for my money. Would certainly tie for the man of the match award. Now Gallagher's kick out from the 21-yard line, dropping into the centre of the field. Punched down there by Paul Murphy. The ball coming out near the sideline here. Collecting it there inside from Mallow is Ray Scanlon. Ray Scanlon drops the ball again. Being challenged there inside by Denny Guinea. The referee says, Denny, that's not allowed. It's a free near the sideline for Mallow, which will be taken there by Ray Scanlon. Ray Scanlon standing back. See Flostus is going out towards the right, but James O'Malley does succeed in holding it. The ball has gone out over the sideline and it's gone wide. Yet another wide for Mallow. Joe Collins getting into a relaxed frame of mind again with that kick out. The side leading by 2 points as the maroon and white flags of Rockchapel there behind the goal beginning to wave. Joe Collins' kick out, dropping 40 metres out. Then he goes up just succeeding to hit. Matt Fallon goes into Jody Hayes. Jody Hayes looking goalwards. But Jody's kick goes straight into Joe Collins, who accepts it with open arms. Joe's kick out in the centre, Joey Casey underneath, it doesn't succeed in holding it. The ball loose in the middle, Joey boots it on further up the field towards Johnny Stack, but it's gone out over the sideline, a line ball from Mallow. Certainly there doesn't seem to be any urgency in both sets of players today. Old Scanlon straight to Johnny Stack for Rockchapel. Johnny passing to Dennis Mahoney. Dennis is on his bike again. The shot got out to Joe. Johnny Mahoney certainly unceremoniously brought to the ground there. But Pat Healy certainly brought the Rockchapel player to the ground there. It's a free in for Mallow. Johnny Mahoney on the ground at the moment. Certainly a very dangerous tackle. I don't think it was intentional though. From the Mallow man, and it's a free, dead straight in front of the goal. About 35 metres out, and certainly this should be another point for Rockchapel. Johnny Mahoney is still looking worse for wear there. Eddie Porter telling the Rockchapel Winters that he is okay to get off the field and let's get on with it. As Joe Casey to take this free, 35 metres out, dead straight in front of the goal. A very important free for Joe. Here he comes. It's a good one. A point by Joe Casey to put 2 points between the sides. 14 minutes left in the game. 3 points between the sides, but remember, at the same stage on last Sunday, 5 points separated the sides, and Mallow came back. Niall Gallagher with the kick out. Dropping down to the centre is Kent inside there by Paul Murphy to Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey not succeeding to hold it. The ball loose at the moment. Johnny Casey with the ball for Rockchapel. Takes a shot, is blocked down there by Mallow man. Right there, the Mallow man is Ray Scanlon. Kevin Cannon out to Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey running into a challenge. And then fair challenge, says the referee. And it's a free for Rockchapel. A free for Rockchapel. But the Rockchapel victors there. Offering it a start out the magic battle. The referee overruled him on this occasion. Dangerous free. Dennis O'Mahony going for punching on. Referee Fletcher said it's Johnny Stack. Johnny Stack going through. Expecting the free. The referee says no, still Johnny Stack. Tried to sell it down again. The ball to Danny Guinea. Or to Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey who's got the ball. Gets it on to Joe Casey. Joe takes a shot. The ball is good. Great punt by Joe Casey. A point under pressure. Joe Casey putting 4 points between the sides. And Rockchapel, believe you me, are full value for that 4 points lead in the second half. .5 minutes left in the game. The excitement beginning to rise around the ground as Niall Gallagher's kick out drops into the centre of the field. Collected there is a Mallow man. The Mallow man is Johnny Welsh, and the Mallow man is fouled. It's a free for Mallow. Jamie Murphy to take this free. About 10 metres inside his own half of the field. Jamie's free, it's a high one dropping into the centre. The ball breaks loose again at the moment, but John Buckland. It's out there by Johnny Casey for Rockchapel. What a game Johnny's beginning to have with the last couple of minutes. Succeeds in getting it up. He plays very well there inside. By Ray Scanlon getting cleared to the ball loose under the fall off corner. Johnny Stack racing for it. Peter Redmond watching the ball go over the sideline, and it's gone wide. Johnny Stack was onto that loose ball, but Peter Redmond placed him very well and allowed the ball to go over the line and wide. A good kick out from Niall Gallagher. Johnny Casey underneath here succeeds in getting it. Johnny's left footed shot into the open spaces, and the man is on there. Ready for it there is Johnny O'Mahony. Johnny is grounded, and it's another free for Rockchapel. A chance for Johnny Casey to put 5 points between the sides. If Johnny succeeds in getting this one, Mallow will have got it all to do. Johnny walking very slowly over there. His free taking hasn't been as accurate as usual. Perhaps this is the time to put it right. We're in the final 10 minutes of the game as Johnny Casey prepares to take this one. It's 28 metres out, 7 or 8 metres to the left of the goal. Johnny takes a shot, and it's a good one! When it's most needed, Johnny Casey came up with the goods to put 5 points between the sides. Rockchapel lead by 8 points to 5. We make it 8 minutes left in the game. And Rockchapel going to do what they tried to do all last Sunday. I was there live in Mallow, yes. The ball out in the centre of the field. Collected there is Pandy Healy. Pandy shot dropping into the centre. Collected by Johnny Bravo, succeeding holding. Joe Carroll succeeds in holding for Rockchapel. The ball at the moment. The two players colliding there. The Rockchapel man is down. And the man is down there after that clash. An accidental clash, but it's a free for Mallow. Johnny O'Mahony arguing there with the Mallow players who wanted to take a very fast free. The civil defence gone out there to check on ankle, but I don't think it's that serious. Ray Scanlon standing over the ball there, waiting to take the free when the referee allows play to resume. 7.5 minutes of normal playing time left. There will be a little bit of injury time. Johnny Mann is standing as close to that ball as possible to make sure that no quick free is going to be taken. The Mallow players anxious to get on with it as they trail by 5 points. These teams have certainly given everybody value for money here in Milford. And let's hope that this game finishes as sporting as it started the first day. Certainly I've noticed today that there has been a little more needle in the game, but that needle was definitely absent on last Sunday. Ray Scanlon taking a long run to this one. Hoping to drop it in. There's a sub coming out from Mallow. Tom Down sees to come on. I don't know who's gone off. We'll stick with the play. It seems Johnny Welsh has gone off for Mallow. The ball is loose inside at the moment, being punched in. Collected on the side by Dan Jogany. Dan Jogany will leaving clearance. Seamus Curtin seems to be in the game for Rockchapel as the ball has gone out over the sideline. A line ball for Mallow down here in front of us. Ray Scanlon to take this line ball in the centre of the field. The wind beginning to rise again. Into the centre, collected inside there for Mallow is Matt Fallon. Matt is fouled and it's a free.
Number 16, Seamus Curtin, for number 13, Anton O'Mahony.
A free for Mallow by James O'Mahony. Like I said, Seamus Curtin has come into the game for Rockchapel, and Anton O'Mahony, after that heavy tackle, is the one who goes off. James O'Mahony is free. A dangerous looking one. It's punched out this side with the foot there. Is James O'Mahony again for the return. Takes the kick and it's gone away out to the right and it's gone wide.
Number 18, Tom Down, for number 11, John Walsh.
Johnny Walsh has gone off the Mallow team and has been replaced by Tom Downs. Joe Collins was in much hurry kicking out the ball in the first half. He certainly is in no rush at this stage. 5 minutes of normal playing time left, but there is bound to be a few minutes of injury time as well. Like I said, Joe is in no hurry whatsoever. Then takes a long one, dropping out Paul Murphy for Rockchapel. What a beautiful catch! It gives a return pass which wasn't so good. He collected there inside by Dan Jogany. Dan Jogany into the centre. Joe Casey for Rockchapel. Joe succeeds in holding it into Dennis O'Mahony. Dennis can't hold the ball. Neither can Peter Redmond. The ball loose. Dennis O'Mahony and he's second pointed. It to Johnny Mahoney. Johnny Mahoney takes a shot and it's over the ball. It's over the ball. Johnny Mahoney putting 2 balls between the sides. Maroon and white flags can be seen all over the ground at the moment. Malachy Nagel was a man in a hurry. I think places the ball on the 21 yards line. 9 points to 3. Here it comes. Dropping into the centre of the field. We punched on there by Rockchapel line. It breaks to Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey left with a shot into the centre. It's held out there by Peter Redmond, alert to the situation. The players being sliding all over the place now. Dan John Murphy. The ball is pushed out there by Joe Carroll to give us a sideline ball for Mallow. 4 minutes left in the game. 9 points to 3. Mallow in search of that elusive goal. If they get it for the last couple of minutes we'll have here in Milford. But believe you me, Rockchapel does not deserve to be beaten on the performance they've put in today. The ball dropping into the centre, being punched out there towards Johnny Casey. Johnny Casey gets the ball, he's on the ground. He's being surrounded by Mallow men and fouled by the Mallow men. A free out for Rockchapel. An important interception there by Johnny Casey. Dan John Murphy, another man who's not in a hurry. The Rockchapel crowd beginning to roar. Into the centre of the field. Being pushed there by Danny Guinea. Collect deep there inside is Joe Buckley. Joe Buckley out to Brown. The ball to James Orlando, succeeding holding. Succeeding there is Kieran Mills being freezed there inside. Kieran Mills still going through. Kieran Mills, they answers the referees are playing the advantage, but he has seen that no advantage was coming there to Kieran Mills. He has blown the whistle and it's a free for Mallow, 14 yards free, about 3 metres to the right of the goal. James O'Mahony to take it. A point certainly is no good to the Mallow men at the moment. He must go for the goal. He's satisfied with his point, tapping over the bar to make the score 9 points to 3, or 9 points to 4 at this stage. Two and a half minutes left in the game, 5 points separate them. The Billy Long Trophy is heading for the and he's no good to the Mallow men at the moment. He must go for the goal. He's satisfied with his point, tapping over the bar to make the score 9 points to 3, or 9 points to 4 at this stage. Two and a half minutes left in the game, 5 points separate them. The Billy Long Trophy is heading for the little village of Rockchapel. Referee Eddie Porter blowing his whistle saying, Joe, we better hurry on. We have not got all day. As Joe's kicked to the centre of the field. Rising up front there is Paul Murphy. Paul has certainly come out of his skin to Joe Casey. Joe Casey over the far side of the field. Getting a long clearance and way for it. There is Dennis O'Mahony with the ball. It's going away out over the sideline. Certainly. A wide is as good as a score at this stage. Less than 2 minutes left in the game. The little village of Rockchapel is on its way to the history books. The ball dropping into the centre again. Johnny Casey does succeed in holding it. Johnny succeeds getting the second time. Looking goalwards. The left footed shot from Johnny into the open space at the centre. Covering there inside. He's Dennis behind. He's robbing him. Dennis out to give to Johnny's dad. Johnny's dad takes a shot. It's gone out to the right and it's gone wide. Johnny not too worried about that miss. The fast kick out over there to the far side of the field. Big collected over there from Mallow by Pat Healy. Pat trying to resurrect something out of the dead. Johnny Buckley there was fouled and it's a free to Mallow, which will be taken there by James O'Mahony. Mallow's last chance to do something. Shane Buckley takes the free, stopping loose inside, it's held there inside by Rockchapel line. The Rockchapel line is fouled, and it's a free out for Rockchapel. Dan Jogany getting the ball there and giving it back to Joe Collins, who Joe has certainly gone down to a snail's pace at the moment, and who would blame him? 30 seconds left as Joe Collins takes the kick out. It's dropping 40 metres out from his own goal. James O'Mahony getting the ball from Mallow. Their last effort, Penny Buckley succeeded. It's a missed kick there, but the ball goes to Joe Buckley. Joe Buckley takes but the ball goes from the Mallow man, away out to the right, and it's gone wide. The referee checking his watch. The Rockchapel people have gone wide. What a night is going to be in the Rock tonight. The last time they won the county final, they celebrated for a week. Don't be surprised if they celebrate for a fortnight. The ball out very near the sideline here. Certainly the interest has gone out. That's all the people are waiting for is for the final whistle. A line ball for Mallow. A line ball from Mallow, Ray Scanlon to take it into the centre, collected there from Mallow is Judd Buckley. Judd Buckley up to Paddy Buckley. Pat Buckley shot screwing out to the left. James O'Mahony has it there inside. Jody Hayes at the ball. Jody is fouled. Jody is fouled and it's a free into Rockchapel, or a free into Mallow. We're in injury time. A lowest one, but it screws way out to the left along the ground, and it's gone wide. County Junior champions in 1987. County Intermediate champions written all over Rockchapel at the moment as Joe Collins. Says referee says there's time for another lecture. The game is over, and Rockchapel are the County Intermediate football champions. The little parish with just 700 people have come here today to Milford. They've came, they've seen, and they've conquered. The Mallow players are shell-shocked, their heads down. They should keep them high because they gave it all they've got. And every game of football there must be a winner and a loser. Certainly it has been no shame to Mallow, but full credit to Rockchapel. With the wind at their backs in the first half, they seem to be in dire trouble after 20 minutes with some missed scores. They certainly took their chances in the second half, and believe you me, they are worthy champions. The Charter supporters inside there with maroon and white flags are waving all around us here. What a night it's going to be in Rockchapel tonight. They've said that if they win, that there won't be a week's celebrations. I predict that they'll go for a fortnight. Joe Carroll down there in the centre, preparing to take the Billy Long Trophy back to the Rock. Maroon and white flags all over the ground here in Milford at the moment. Rockchapel, their second out of glory. The glory in 87 against Carbery Rangers. Glory in 89 against Mallow. But full credit to Mallow, they gave us two very, very exciting and sporting games of football. And there's an old saying in football, you have to lose one to win one. And don't be surprised if Mallow will be back here next year. The little village on the Kerry-Limerick borders are county champions and deserve full credit for that. Joe Carroll being surrounded there at the moment. Certainly these are the merits that Joe Carroll will never forget for the rest of his life. The moment that he accepts the Billy Long Trophy on behalf of the gallant team from the Rock. The cuff, Joe Carroll being shouldered high over here in front of us. This game, my points were scored to Mick Murphy of Mallow, who helped out with the commentary, and also my old colleague Jerry Guinea from Rockchapel. Jerry has departed the commentary box at the moment to go down there and join his colleagues in that celebration. Mick a little bit disappointed, but I'm sure, Mick, that your day will come. Joe overcome by emotion at the moment, as the presentation is about to be made to the Rockchapel captain. You may talk about your Nemo Rangers and your Castlehavens, but Rockchapel can be measured against any of them for their do and die spirit. The motto of Rockchapel football is all for the glory of the little village. A proud moment there for Joe Carroll as he comes up to receive the cup. The Rockchapel crowd are gone wild. And small blame to them. We'll try and pick up the presentation speech.
It's a great honour for me, being a Duhallow man, to be here with my friends from Duhallow and North Park. It's a privilege for me to present this cup to Rockchapel, the winners of the Intermediate Football Championship for 1989.
Michael Loughlin there, the County Board representative, just about now to present the Billy Long Trophy to the Rockchapel captain, Joe Carroll.
They have never won an adult football competition since the foundation of the GAA. Now great credit is due to Rockchapel, a parish of 700 or 800 people. In 1987, they won the Junior Football Championship. And to come back here in 1989 and be successful in the intermediate grade. So now I present this cup to Joe Carroll, the captain of the Rockchapel. On behalf of Commando Glasgow, Krista Kundakoki. Congratulations, Joe.
The Billy Long Trophy is in the possession of Rockchapel. Joe Murphy there holding Joe shoulder high. As Joe and Nick O'Loughlin for the press photographers down there. The scenes of joy down there, believe you me, are unbelievable at the moment. As Joe prepares to make his acceptance speech.
It is a great honor for me, not alone as captain, to accept this cup, but as a member of the greatest Rockchapel team that has gone down in history. I would like to thank not alone the 15 players who participated in today's game, but each and every one of the subs. Each one of you played your part throughout the year. I would like to thank all the teams we defeated throughout the year, Nemo Rangers, Ballagurna and Pomo. They said at the start of the year that we were finished, but no, we are showing we have a long way to go yet. I would like to thank our representative on the county board, Joe Murphy, who has travelled across and many miles from where people will be thinking of going to bed. I would like to thank our collectors, Shawnee Pickett, Ken Mahaney, and last but not least, the man who has made it all possible for us, Pat Clifton. Finally, I would like to thank our supporters. It's great, everybody is here today, but I especially say a word of thanks to those who followed us against Sunday when people thought we would be defeated. Thank you very much. Finally, I would like to thank Mallow. You're a great team. You gave us a half-stop, 2 half-stop work for last day. You gave it a come. We spent a half-break last year until Shannon beat us. We recovered. You put your right place. The best of luck in 19. I'd like to have 3 cheers for Mallow. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Joe Carroll there receiving the cup on behalf of Rockchapel, and fair play for Mallow and the sportsmen they are. They have hung around and applauded their opponents as they received the cup. They must wait for another year for their hour of glory, but on the performance they put up here today, 1990 should see them reverse this result. 1990 sees Rockchapel enter the senior championship for the first time, and believe you me, the kingpins of Cork senior football will have more than a little to be worried about when they meet from the Cork. Joe tried to make his way with the cup to the Rockchapel dressing rooms. We will leave you with these joyous scenes Unbelievable scenes at the moment. So, until we meet again, for me, Michael White, it's Slán go fóill.
It must be a great day to be a Rock Chapel man.
It's a fantastic day to go to be a Rock Chapel man and a Duhallow man. I think history has been made today. It probably won't sink in tomorrow. And hopefully in the week ahead, I think the achievement that we have achieved today will be seen by all.
Jody Hayes, the Mallow forward, was quite a handful for a lot of the game. How did you cope? Were you worried about anything?
I was worried from the very minute we started. The minute we finished, I think he got 1 point at one stage, but I don't think I gave him as much room today as he got the last day. Hopefully I think I did as good a job when any other cornerback has done throughout the year, because he has definitely been a danger man. He scored 3 in the first match. He scored a goal against Decisive, one of them. He also scored a goal and a point the last day, so to keep him scoreless, I hope is some bit of an achievement today.
Certainly the first 20 minutes, the initiative seemed to be slipping from me, and all of a sudden, what was the transformation that came over the team?
And I think today, compared with the last day, we were on top of midfield more or less all through, which means our defence wasn't under as much pressure. We got a breakdown again, and when we were under pressure, we decided we were going to go in with the attitude of hitting them hard. And if we did give away a free, it was a worthwhile free rather than the frees we were giving away the last day, which was totally needless for just pushing the back and things like that. And I think up front, when we got it right eventually, that we started to put over the points. They missed a few scores at the start of the second half, and I think eventually they totally lost heart toward the end. They were just hoping for a few goals, which they didn't seem to get in this stage.
Of course, Dennis O'Malley's points, they were a revelation.
Yeah, Dennis, we always knew Dennis had the beating of Peter Redmond at full-back. Maybe not so much today as the last day. Fair dues to Peter Redmond, he tightened up his game a lot today, but Dennis did slipped in for them few vital balls especially, and Dennis has fierce experience. He's played with Duhallow and he's won man of the match at the county final and so on. I think he definitely showed his experience today when we really needed him, especially when he came out to the half hour.
Joe, thanks very much, and again, my heartiest congratulations.
Thank you.
Go on, let's
Full forward to Peggy Bolster.
we were left outside today.
Paul Murphy, star of centre field today. How come such a confirmation over the last day?
I just have to say really, a lot was due to the determination of the players, and they all rose to the occasion today, and they knew they had to be we was put up to them today to play well, and they did this, and we're here after winning the intermediate quarter-final. I can't believe it.
You certainly came very much into the game in the last 20 minutes. Did you follow a set pattern, or did you just play it as the ball came?
I think I just played it the way it came. I was lucky the way I happened to be in the right position for some of the ball that came out. I knew it was vital to field some of them balls, because we were under pressure in the backs and they needed to be relieved. And I did my best to try and get it out for them, and it just didn't work for me today.
The first 20 minutes, Mallow seemed to have the initiative, then they lost it. Were you worried during those first 20 minutes?
For the first 10 minutes, they were very tough and we were hit hard. And it seemed to be a different game to last day. Last week we were up 4 or 5 points early in the match. Today it was different. It was close all the way until the second half, and we started to pull away from it.
Rock Chapel are playing senior status next year. How do you view that situation? Are you looking forward to it, I presume?
It's hard to say. A different grade is a different grade. Like, I mean, there was a huge jump from junior A to intermediate this year, or last year, and hopefully we'll be able to rise to the the senior level as well.
A friend of mine in Rockchapel said that they're making Ovina already, that they'll be drawn against Duhallow in the first round next year. How would you view a confrontation like that?
I'd love it.
And I'd love to be there as well, Paul. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Kevin.
James O'Mahony, the Mallow corner forward, certainly kept Mallow in the game the last day. We were worried, Kevin, before the game that he'd do the same today.
I was actually, I thought, like if he got freeze, he could beat us on his own. The last day he kept him in it by the amount of freeze that he scored.
You certainly beat him for the first few balls that went his way. Do you think that did a lot to shatter his confidence, because he seemed to be that little bit off of his freeze all day?
Yes, I think that must have helped all right, because if you don't win the first couple of balls, no matter where you're playing, your confidence won't be that high, like going for the next few.
It was a fairly comprehensive victory. At what stage did you think that the cup was in the bag?
I felt in the last 5 minutes, up to the last 5 minutes, I didn't think I thought we were going to take it. When we went up 4 or 5 points, they had a couple of chances already of a goal there. Maybe they might have crept them back into it, but I thought with 5 minutes ago we were there and thereabouts.
Lots of celebrations being planned tonight for the Rock. Could you elaborate a little bit more what you were planned for tonight?
I haven't an idea now what the celebration. I think straight back to the Rock now for the next week and the week after maybe.
And everybody will be camped inside in Pellycurtain's bar, I think, for the next week.
I'd say and the week after.
And I'd like to join you there, Kevin. Thanks very much.
I don't want to give him a bad example.
Take the point with you, you'll be all right.
I don't want to give him a bad example. You tell him.
Denjo Gani, you had a brilliant game at wing half back. Were you slightly apprehensive starting the game? After all, you hadn't done any of it all this today.
Well, I think I was a bit disappointed with my display last Sunday, because my man got away from me a few times and it made all the difference in the end. Last quarter of an hour last Sunday, I think, as far as I was concerned, it was my man that beat us. So I said I'd have to get that right from the start today, so I stuck into him. And even though Denny wasn't centre back, then Joe Murphy was there and he had played centre back against Ballybourney and he had done a good job, and I was confident that if we held our own at midfield and the half back line, I was confident we'd beat him, and I think we did that today.
Certainly it was a completely different Rockchapel team today. You were probably out of it for the first 20 minutes. Just what did Pat Curtin say to you during the week to inspire such confidence for the remainder of the game?
Well, we were told that we'd have to get a bit harder, we were told we'd play football from start to finish, but we'd have to go in harder. Like last Sunday, Mallow got the breaks last Sunday. I think breaks are the thing you get or you don't get. Last Sunday Mallow got the breaks and today we got the breaks, and I think it made the difference. But I still think we were the better team even last Sunday. We left them back into it, but today there was no way back.
Mallow, certainly looking at it from the commentary box position, it looked as if Mallow were more physical today. Would that bear true on the pitch?
Well, conditions were different today. There was a lot of falling and slipping and running into fellas, but I think the more physical it is, the better we like it.
You take it rough and smooth, and looking forward to seeing the starters next year.
Well, if we can get all the boys together again, we'll have a go at the first round and then we'll take it from there.
And I look forward to being there. Thanks very much.
David!
Team, how does it feel to be a Rockchapel man?
It is a great honour to be both a Rockchapel man and a Duhallow man today. I think this is an achievement which will go down in history in the years to come. And I don't think most of the players don't actually fully realise what we have achieved yet, and I think during the week it probably will sink in how big an achievement it is.
Jody Hayes, who was the danger man that Mallow had the last day? How did you cope with him this time?
Well, I decided before the match that I was going to try and be a small bit closer to him, because the last day he definitely got too much room. I had him probably standing behind me for the goal the last day, and we had a bit of a mix-up in our defence, and we decided, even beside Jody Hayes, that we would try and close down all their forward line. a small bit more than we not to give them as much space to shoot at goal, and I think it worked today because Jody only got 1 point and he didn't get as much ball from play either today. I think I tried to be out in front of him the best I can. I suppose most of them will probably laugh when they say I tried to be out in front of them because they know, well, I haven't that great speed, but I think I showed at least today that I have some bit and at least I'm faster than Jody is.
After 20 minutes, it seemed that Mallow were getting on the upper hand. What transformation came over the team from that to the end?
I think our midfield, they probably picked up their game a small bit. I think Paul and Denny Guinea, I think they played very consistently all through, and they gave us the edge, or at least 50% of the play all through, whereas the last day, there was times when we were in total disarray altogether at midfield, and I think that they controlled midfield for us, and that we got the vital scores at vital times. Mallow didn't get the vital scores at vital times in the second half. Then they started to go for goals, which really run down the way where our backline was playing, and I think they got totally disheartened towards the end of it.
Was there any point during the game in which you were worried?
I suppose about 5 minutes into the second half, when we had a share of the play, and we missed a few frees. Joe Casey missed a free, Joe Casey missed a free. We missed a few scoring chances, and I thought maybe, well, if they come up and maybe they sneak a goal, well, it will give them a bit of hack, but we were totally on top and we recovered. We kept the ball in their half the field, and the scores came eventually.
Despite close attention from Peter Redmond, Dennis O'Malley was a revelation at full forward. Could you talk me through those points? How did you view him from the corner-back position?
I think any time that Dennis actually got the ball, I think Peter Redmond was in trouble because Peter hasn't great footing, although fair dues to him. He played a lot better today than he played the last day, and he tried to close Dennis down a good bit. But I think every time Dennis got the ball, he had the speed for him. He took him on, and left to right, Dennis can go left to right, and his experience, I think, told, and he was able to score those points. To remember the points individually, I think we'd have to go back and see the video because I don't really remember anything other than the final whistle is the only thing I remember.
And receiving the cup, I think you'll have long memories of that, Joe.
For me personally, it was the greatest achievement, but it has been a long time coming. I think we started training last January, and a lot of people don't realise the amount of effort that has gone into the winning of this county. Training last January, running as far as the graveyard, back as far as the creamery, over again. Then we moved to Dan Casey's field in Wing, and there was muck inside in that field that people wouldn't actually realise how deep it was in the field to try and come through it. And I think that it built up a great team spirit in this team, and I think it showed out there today because every fellow was prepared to die for the next. And I think that's what football is all about. It is not about individuals, it's about a team effort, and that's what really proved it today. Our substitutes, they also played a great part in this because without our 6 or 7 or 8 subs that we have, we couldn't have 2 teams behind the field to play football, and they certainly played a part. Some of them weren't playing today. They played in earlier games, and everybody, from the chairman down to the smallest young fellow in the village, played their part in the winning this county.
Last year, I remember, I think it was in Kanturk that you were, I think, on the day you were the better team, that you were beaten by Kilshannig. Was it very hard to motivate the team to get them back to the high pedestal that they're in today?
Well, it was, but we went to the county final last year between Kilshannig and Ballincolligan. It was the most emotional day of my life. I stood up behind Willie O'Reilly when he receiving the cup, and I said to myself, we should be up there receiving that cup. And I think we vowed that day that we would, in the year coming, that we would do an all in our power to try and get it back. I think our greatest display probably was the first round against Fermoy, because we were under fierce pressure. We had been playing very poorly in the league, and I think we had to improve our performance to try and pull off one big run in the day, and I think that got us going again. We never played great league football through the year, but I think we've proved that we're a championship team, and that no matter what happens in the league, it's the championship that counts.
Certainly in the way that you played today, you'll worry a lot of the senior teams next year, Joe.
Well, there's talks of fellas immigrating and fellas retiring, so maybe they will change their minds, but we won't worry about senior football until next Christmas, after Christmas. I don't think some of them, I'd say, would be probably drinking for about a week constantly after this. So I think if we try to get fellas like Maurice Dolly and John Collins and them fellas to think about senior footballs, I think this is a waste of time at this stage. So we'll think about that when we come up and we're going up senior and after.
Joe, it's been a pleasure talking.
The chapel is a lovely spot down by